Hey y'all, hey Mimi, how you doing, girl? Hey Tropical Punch, how you doing? How you doing? Happy Friday, y'all. So, honey, there are a lot of lives going on right now. I was like, well, let me go and click my live button. I can't be waiting all night, child. I'm trying to wait, but it would be a lot going on, right? Hey Chit Chat, hey Kim Kim. So, I just wanted to pop on real quick, and do my commentary. Um, when it comes to a couple of conversations that I have been privy to whilst I was in the clouds and the bushes and the whatever. Hey, Lady du jour. I like that name. And so, anyway, tell me these dang on Starburst, they done got me hooked on to. Y'all up in the roof of my mouth, whatever. Y'all gotta forgive me. But anyway, so a couple of things I want to touch on. It's been a long week. I did a long live the other day. Child, they had me up for over 3 hours on this live stream. I was like, oh Lord, what is going on? Talking about that conversation. Maybe I got questions answered that. Hey, food junkie, love, how you do? Oh, food junkie, I'm glad you on the chat, baby. You can give me some insight into the caverns of the woods, baby. The caverns of the woods, right? So anyway, hey, crafts and home. And so anyway, two things I want to touch on, right? Because I heard after I asked my questions about Doe vacation. I asked my questions about what was going on with that the other day. I got an understanding of what was going on. There was some lives done after that, but I'm good after I asked my questions. Y'all know I'm good. I'm moving it right along, right? And so I came on today because, hey, truth never fails, because I had more questions about two more conversations. Now, the first questions that I had are about Miss Philadelphia and Spill It Boy TV, aka James Caldwell, and going back and forth. I was wondering what was really going on with that. I heard a couple of videos, and I'm like, I got questions, right? I got questions. Hey, EJ, right? Y'all know me. Hey, kind to me. And the second thing that I had questions about was the cabin in the woods situation, right? So for a couple of days now, I've heard of Deanna and Castro Cannon, Lord Castro. I think Castro Cannon got into it with anybody. And so Castro Cannon and Jay Wilson and this cabin in the woods situation, right? So here's the thing. So I didn't understand now, Food Junkie, I understand that you did a video. I'm talking about it today. I didn't get a chance to hear it, but Jay Wilson spoke about it on his live a little bit ago. And whatever went down on there, he figured he'd come on and do some commentary, as well. I don't know what was said. I hate that you at work because you can't come up and tell me, or can you? If you can come up and tell me what was said, let me know. And so anyway, but from what I understand, now I could be wrong, but from what I gather, they from what I gather, a year I think Jay Wilson said a year ago, or maybe over a year ago or something. But first of all, let me just say, from what I understand, from what I done seen, it was Deanna did a video the other day saying that she had some tea she been wanting to spill for a whole year, right? And Castro finally gave her the go ahead to spill the tea, right? And so the tea was, I'm sure all y'all done heard about it by now. Y'all hit the like button. There's a lot of places y'all could be on a lot of lives, which y'all are over here with me, and I thank you so much, right? So Deanna was like, I've been sitting on this tea for about a year, right? And so she went on to, what is that on my glasses? So she went on to say that about a year ago or however long ago it was. Thank you, Tropical Punch. Jay Wilson and Rebel Son, and I don't know if it was anybody else, because he's, hey, Miss Philadelphia, I'm glad you're here too, girl. I got questions for you too, love. But she said, please stick around, Miss Philadelphia, girl, because if you could hit the link for me to answer my questions, I really would like for you to hit the link. Let me know if you can, child, right? So anyway, um, okay, so evidently about a year ago or a little over a year ago, Jay Will's Rebel Son wanted to invite Castro Cannon to a getaway. I don't know if it was an actual cabin in the woods. That was one of the questions that I had, but I kept hearing this thing about the cabin in the woods, right? It was supposed to be Jay Wilson and And Rebel Son and Jay Wilson said he had somebody at the time, and Rebel Son said he had somebody at the time. But Jay Wilson said today if they want to invite Castro Cannon on the getaway because he had lost somebody in his family. And then Jay Wilson was like, but he broke and he couldn't even afford the plane ticket or something like that, right? And then they was like, and then Rebel was like, can we? I'll put him money together and get him his own sleeping accommodations, right? So that's the reason why I was like, what was it really a cabin in the woods, or they just calling it a cabin in the woods? Like, what's the deal with that, right? So I didn't understand that verbiage, right? And so, because like I said, y'all know I can't listen to everything from everybody, right? But I be trying. Hey, Claude. And so, hey, Hudson J. So, okay, so I was confused about the sleeping accommodations, right? So Jay Wilson said that Castro, when it comes to him giving out the information, he wanted to make it seem like there was something sexual going on. But in all actuality, the reason why they invited him to this getaway is that he had lost a loved one or somebody close to him, or a family member or a close friend or something like that, right? Now, mind you, let me just go back and say I ain't never heard about Castro being in the midst of no drama, right? Food Junkie said the text message is on my computer. Oh, is it Food Junkie? Dang, I should have read it. Damn, I didn't know that. Right? So I ain't never heard Castro in some drama. I didn't even know Castro had been doxxed or attempted being doxxed a while ago. I've never heard anything derogatory about Castro Canada. The only thing that I have ever heard about Castro is that he sings well in them goddamn gray jogging pants he had on that time doing them exercises, right? Which are not bad things, right? So other than that, I didn't know he had been doxxed or had attempted to been doxxed or whatever the hell. I ain't never heard nothing derogatory about Castro, right? I know he get on here and sing. I heard about the exercising with the jogging pants and whatnot, right? And so anything but drama, no, I've never heard it. But I don't be all over these streets all the time, right? And so anyway, Jay Wilson was going in on him, saying that Castro tried to make this thing out of something sexual. And then he goes and proceeds to say Castro didn't even have the money to buy the plane ticket to make it to the getaway. Castro, like I said, he said he's wanting to make it sexual. But my thing is, okay, so here's one of the questions that I got, right? It was during the ping pick situation. Oh, really? With the jogging pants and all that, Food Junkie? Or was it an actual ping pixie? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad Food Junkie brought that up because see, this is just me asking questions. Right? Now, Food Junkie haven't just said that, right? Now, if you wanted to invite Castro to this getaway, right? And you and Jay Wilson said he had his significant other was gonna go along, and Rebel Son's significant other was gonna go along, and so y'all was gonna invite Castro, but he was gonna be like the third wheel or the fifth wheel or whatever, or the fifth wheel or whatever. You know what I mean? Girl, great jogging pants doing exercise. Now, child, I was an actual pin pick of Castro's, right? Okay, so right, look, check it out. My thing is, okay, so you said that y'all were wanting to invite him to this getaway because he had lost a loved one or somebody close to him, right? And so I guess y'all want to make him feel better. And so that's why y'all invited him to the quote unquote cabin in the woods. Like I said, I also don't know if it was an actual cabin in the woods, right? Because they said that they were willing to pay for his accommodation so he could have his own place to sleep, right? So men being men, and folks being folks. Now I understand that y'all might have felt bad about him losing, yeah, we got questions, child. We got questions. That's right, us as a child, but we got questions, right? And so and so so but my thing is if he was gonna be the third wheel or the fifth wheel, and then we got this pin pick, and then I just know about the exercising with the gray jogging pants, and we know how sometimes things can escalate into certain things. um but my thing is like, were y'all hoping that somebody would get some of in Castro's gray sweatpants? Like, could that have been going? Because Jay Wilson is adamant that, he don't fool with nobody like it, and he don't this, that, and the other. And no shade, Jay Wilson. But when it comes to men and sexual situations, be them gay or straight, when it comes to sexual situations, really ain't nobody checking for no pockets like that. Especially when it comes to men, because baby, I don't know if it's cause they sex organs are on the outside, or I don't know what the deal is with that, but no, honey, especially when it comes to men. So I'm not always buying the fact that y'all don't have nothing sexual on y'all mind when it came to Castro. Castro was young. I understand that he's hung, he's chocolate, he's very handsome. Okay, he can sing. So I'm thinking, like, really, was there no sexual undertone? Now, Jay Wilson did go on to say that, like I said, he wasn't thinking about nothing like that. He don't like low rent niggas, right? hmm Right, Keishana, that's what I think. But I ain't psychic, right? So, and he also said that, he was gonna bring his significant other with him, right? So, but even if you brought your significant other with you, we ain't gonna act like somebody could have had a little excursion real quick on the side. Olivia, I was asking, I was saying, oh, is that right, food junkie? Ooh, child, great minds think alike, child. Because I'm thinking, okay, this ain't sounding right, right? So, okay, I understand. Like I said, they said according to Jay Wilson, they were being philanthropic. And if you were being philanthropic and you didn't have any sexual undertones, why are you now so adamant, like pleading your case? It just seemed like he pleaded his case, right? And I'm thinking, you pleading your case a little too strong for you not to have any sexual undertones, in the currents or whatever going on with you, right? So I'm thinking something just ain't right in the Kool-Aid. Right? Is the Castro the package free? Unlike because the package free. Isn't Castro package? I don't even know what that means, Hudson J. But anyway, those are the questions that I had. But like I said, I never heard Castro in the midst of nothing. And evidently Castro felt like it was some kind of sexual undertone going on. And from what I understand, Castro wasn't with it, right? And so that's the understanding that I'm getting. I could be wrong, but Jay Wilson say it wasn't like that for him. And he said that when it comes to Rebel Son, he was with his significant other at the time as well. And so I'm thinking, well, what sense does it make for y'all to invite Castro to this event and offer to pay for his accommodations, not his plane ticket, but his accommodations? Like, was it solely to make him feel better because he had lost someone close to him, or was there something else going on in the buttermilk? But those are the questions that I had. That coupled with the fact that Jay Wilson keeps pleading his case about, he ain't with no broke Negro, he don't do the broke Negroes, and all this here and all that there, but I mean, I'm thinking, well, no, that the one thing don't have nothing to do with the other. Hold up now, let's back up. You acting like you asking for change every time you lay down, but I don't believe that it's that way. Because see, not only is it not always that way for men, I mean, not only is it always that way for women, that it even less likely to be that way for men, right? And let's keep it a buck. Because at the end of the night, at the end of the day, men don't care if you ugly as the bottom of a trash can. If you the last thing standing at the club and you got a vajayjay and you a heterosexual man, they don't care if they gotta put a pillowcase over your head just to do it with you or flip you over on your stomach, honey. When it come to coochie, they gonna get it. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. And as far as you having to have a certain amount in your bank account, that don't matter either. Right? So let's keep it a buck. So that's the reason why I was asking this question, right? So Seven says Jay is gonna make it to where he could deny it always. Castro would not have known until Pastor cornered him in the now I see Seven. That you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That is a very good analogy. In other words, Miss O, isn't Castro Also disease free. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know his health status at all, Hudson J, because like I said, hey Revine, hey everybody that came in. Um, I don't know. I've never heard anything derogatory about Castro. I never have. I'm not saying there's not anything derogatory out there about him, but I have never heard anything derogatory about Castro Cannon. I just have not. I've only heard good things about his singing, as well as that dang on exercise video with the great jogging pants, which is not derogatory at all, because us girls know that back in the day, on the basketball court, we would love the boys with the great jogging pants on when they was running up and down the court playing the ball and things was flying in the wind and such. I'm just saying. Okay. And that is not derogatory. So anyway, child. Ooh, tropical punch. I have never seen so many gay men chase so much pain until I came in the BZ. Well, from what I understand, it's pretty fairly common. From what I understand, that's why I was like that excuse that Jay Wilson is over there giving no shade that he don't make enough money for him to lay with or whatever. That's kind of lame to me. It don't make no sense, especially coming from a man. Gay, straight, or indifferent. Because if they want to get some, they want to get some. They're not worried about the economic status of the pain at the time or either the vajayjay. That is not their concern. Okay? I'm just saying. Now I can kind of go for that if it was coming out of the mouth of a woman. Okay. Because it's girls. Some of us, we got our standards when it comes to dusty Negroes with no money. But men, I don't know. But those are, I'm just wanting to ask that, right? So, but I feel as though, as far as my commentary goes, as the more that Jay Wilson defends his stance when it comes to this situation, the more he sounds guilty. That's just me. It ain't no shade. That is just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. And Castro, evidently, he feels that it was a sexual undertone as well. And Food Junkie said he was asking the same types of questions, right? So it ain't just me. But those are some of the questions that I had, about the cabin in the woods situation. I'm just saying, right? And so if somebody could please answer those questions for me, I would be greatly appreciative, and I could move it right along in my brain. Okay, but I'm just saying I'm gonna need a better excuse. And Castro couldn't even afford a plane ticket, and for that reason, no, I was not chasing his pain. I'm gonna need a little bit better excuse than that, and I also gonna need a little bit better excuse when it comes to, well, my man was coming with me, and Rebel Son's man was coming with him. I mean, it could have been like a whole orgy. I'm like, was Castro the main meat? Was he the entree, or was he the main course? I'm just trying to figure this out. These are the questions that I'm having. And so I would just like to know, just because I've been listening to it for a couple of days. I'm just saying, was he going to be the entree or the main course? Okay, moving right along. You just said outside the pastor when he was talking about broke men. Child, that's usually men's go to. Oh, usually men's go to when they talk about women. They don't want a broke woman, but running after. Yeah, a man, honey, if he want the coochie, he want the coochie. He don't care if you a CEO or working for the local diner down the street. Okay, he don't care. All right, so that kind of ain't making no sense for me. Like it's a fly in the buttermilk when it comes to that. Okay. I'm just saying. But anyway, and then plus two, that coupled with the fact that we know that men, more so than women, but men are very, very visual. So Food Junkie said there was a ping pic going around of Castro. And also I seen the video of the exercising with the gray jogging pants. See, that was enough for me. I don't have to see you naked to get the understanding of what's going on when it comes to the exercising with the gray jogging pants, because there's some back in the day stuff for me. Okay. But anyway, hey Lady Tia. Hey Sure Burnett. Anyway, those are the questions that I had. And yeah, so if anybody could bring clarification for me, I would greatly appreciate it because I want to do commentary on it because like I said, I had questions, and when y'all know I have questions, I'm going to ask this question. No shade was being thrown. I just had questions. Don't get mad at me because I got questions. Okay. I mean, anyway. Castro running around here looking like Jodeci in gray jogging pants, but they want him to go to the cabin in the woods just to console him because he done lost somebody. But okay, okay, all right. I ain't psychic. I'm just saying. Anyway, move right along. EJ said, she said, well, if it was a couple's trip, why would you invite a single person? Right, you don't truly know on this trip. Well, now, EJ, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Perhaps maybe we could get that answered in the future. I don't know. But I that's why I said, was he supposed to be the entree? Or you know what I'm saying, the main course? Was he supposed to be a little hors d'oeuvre? Like, I'm confused. Stop. Was he the middle lettuce when it came to the sandwich? Was he the lettuce in the middle? Like, what are we talking here? Was he the main size? Was he the brioche bun? Like, well, I've got questions. Okay, Miss O, unfortunately, I've seen more than a few of these guys, pains in the sector, Chad Castro, Rico, J. The biggest one, Chad, Jay Wilson being Jay Wilson been shading Castro for months for no reason. And all this. Oh, is that right, Food Junkie? Now, see, I didn't know that because I've never heard of Castro Canada being in beef. But that's just me. We all know that sometimes I don't pay attention. And so maybe something, went up under my radar. But seeing as how this thing's been talked about for a couple of days, of course, it's going to pop up and I might have questions. Okay. So, yeah. Lady Till said, "Why would JW start off? This isn't nothing. This isn't nothing sexual." Is my question right, Lady Till? Another good question. It appears to be very defensive because he keeps, continuing to say that over and over again, and that to me it looks very defensive. But that's just his way. Why he wants to keep reiterating that, I don't know. But like I said, maybe that's just his way. I don't know, but that's a question that I have. Mhm. 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 I'm just saying. Anyway, move right along. So, good child. Those questions may be a little messy, but it ain't no shade. Those are valid questions in my opinion. Castro don't beef. He's a lot of fun and give us a few old nasty pieces. Right, Lady T. Right. I've never. Did you know that Castro had been doxxed or something a while ago or something? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. I'm like, I really don't be paying attention. But anyway, okay. Next thing that I had questions about was per the title of the video, the Philadelphians are fighting, right? They're fighting, or they had words, however you want to put it. But what happened was the other night, and I'm sure all of you guys have heard about this by now. But here go Miss Philadelphia. Can you hit the link, girl? Because I got questions. So anyway, while she answering if she can hit the link or not, I was listening around to the Jay Wilsons the other night, and Spillet Boy was on there talking to ZT, right? Food Junkie said, remember SB wanted to pimp out Castro and Rico, and that really, Food Junkie? I didn't even know that. Now, see, y'all, there's something else I didn't know. There's something else I didn't know. My man can't hit the link to give me the tea. I didn't know that. First time I heard that, I did. Food Junkie, when you get time or another day, you're gonna have to hit the link and tell me about the attempted pimpation of Castro and Rico. I had no idea. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh, y'all making me lose my train of thought. Anyway, leave me alone. Y'all, I told y'all about Food Junkie. He real. Ooh, Food Junkie just so messy. He just is real messy. And so anyway, child. Hey, Nikki, baby. So, like I said the other night on Jay Wilson's panel, uh ZT and Spillerboy TV, aka James Caldwell, got into it. From what I understood, the origin of that was, or maybe not the origin, but um ZT was on there asking for, help. Said he had lost a job, I believe, and his bills were coming due, and he was asking, folks to help him, right? So Jay Wilson donated $20 to him. I'm sure he got some other cash apps, and all this. Don't be laughing, Food Junkie, because it's the truth. It's the damn truth. You messy. You messy. You messy, but I love it, but you're still messy. Anyway, okay, uh so James Caldwell hits the link, right? So he's up there and he was like, pretty much, you want my help. You're gonna sit up here and ask some of these questions, right? And so ZT was up there. He was trying to keep it cool, be real hot, lighthearted about it, blah, 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 blah. So James, was asking shady questions towards ZT, and ZT was asking shady, answering in a very shady manner towards, James. It's a whole big back and forth. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard that. Some of the stuff was serious, in my opinion, because they went to talking about, children and stuff like that, and questions came, and people, and names of, names of people was calling people's children's names, and all of this and all of that, right? So they had that going on for a little while. I didn't even understand. Some felt like it was a grudge. Some felt like James picked that time to come at ZT because of a grudge. Some people feel like James don't know how to let nothing go, and all of this and all that, right? So they was up there for a little quick minute, bantering back and forth, right? So something happened in the chat. Something happened in the chat. And then James said, now I didn't get a screenshot and I forgot what was said. So y'all know this is me, right? So Miss Philadelphia felt like he was threatened, because I don't know exactly what she said in the chat. Maybe Miss Philadelphia can answer that for me or put it in my chat. But he was like something to the fact that what was it? Like she felt like it was a threat. Like, you better back up, Miss Philadelphia, or something, right? And so, and I'm saying you better back up. These are my own words, because I can't spit verbatim what he said, right? So, and so after he said what he said, Miss Philadelphia, and he was reading the chat, right? Yeah, okay. Miss Philadelphia said that he said he better ease up. Miss Philadelphia said that he said that to her, that she better ease up. So after that, Miss Philadelphia hit the link and pretty much put James in his place, because she pretty much said, nigga, I'm grown. How dare you? You got your nerve trying to check me, basically, right? Okay. She said, but what you're not gonna do. I said, oh. I said, now what? I said, hold up. Hold up. When a woman say out of her mouth, what you're not gonna do, etc., 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 that means said woman means business. Okay? I'm just saying. So so she proceeds, in my opinion, to and she was like, I'm a subscriber. I'm subscribed to your channel, but since you don't appreciate me, I would just unsubscribe to your channel. Blah 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 blah. He was like, thank you for your service and all this and all that there. You know what I mean? And so all of that happened, right? So after that, now I don't know if it was the same night or the next day, James did a cleanup, and it started at Jay Wilson's channel. Lady T, I'm telling you, girl, how it happened, right? And so, like I said, I don't know if it was the same night or the next day, James comes to his channel and decides to do a cleanup. And I didn't hear, now full disclosure, I didn't hear the whole thing, but he had started his cleanup. He said a few words about Rico, but then he started going in on Miss Philadelphia. He called Miss Philadelphia a basic Philadelphia bitch. I was like, no, he didn't. He called her that. Um, and then he proceeds to comment on a little history. Um, some people were some I read some comments that were saying that they don't understand how Miss Philadelphia, they felt like she used the female card, in reference to, when females and males fight. Now, mind you, she's a subscriber, pretty much. And if she, and Miss Philadelphia said, she has a family of men, and she is not used to men coming at women like that. And so that's why she said what she said, right? Now, me, in my world, I'm not used to that either, because pretty much what I say go in my world. But when it comes to online, we know that me, I don't mind going back and forth with a man or a woman. It don't a man, woman, a woman. I don't care. Anybody can get it. 18 to 80, you can get it, right? But I don't think she was meaning it like, well, let me use this female card, and let me try to back out of this by saying I'm a woman. I don't think she meant it like that. I think she meant it, and I could be wrong, as in my life, in my everyday life, men don't go back and forth with women like this. I think that's how she meant it. But anyway, he brought up that he proceeds to go on to bring up some history, something about um, you know, the Phi Babe history. But what I found interesting was the part about something happening. Read the Heart of Philadelphia's chat, right? See, I'm a little sketchy on this part, Miss Philadelphia, because see, here's the thing. Okay, I said that about the James chat, right? I saw a live from Read the Heart of Philadelphia, right? She did a live, and she was speaking on it, and she felt like, she didn't understand. She felt like Miss Philadelphia was saying, Miss Philadelphia felt like Reed should defend her when it came to the whole James thing. And Reed was saying, pretty much you fight for you fight for, yourself, on these streets. Which is true. I'm getting to that, Miss Philadelphia. You fight for your, blah blah blah, right? And the way that she was saying it, it was like, bitch, how dare you? You fight for yourself. I ain't got nothing to do with that, right? So little while after that, Miss Philadelphia hit the link over there at Reed's, and she was like, you should have watched my whole live. This is how I found out. I didn't even know Miss Philadelphia did videos. Miss Philadelphia said, I just finished the live. She said she know Reed was in the live, and she should have listened to the whole thing. Pretty much, I believe she was saying that I believe you were saying, Miss Philadelphia, that you didn't mean it like that. You so I'm not no, I don't blame Reed either, because everybody fight for themselves. But Miss Philadelphia, I believe, was saying that she didn't mean it like that. Hey, Cotton, how you doing? Saying that she didn't mean it like that, right? Now, like I said, I wish Miss Philadelphia would hit this link, and because I know I'm leaving out, but I didn't listen to every single word, right? So, like I said, when it was on Reed said what she said. Miss Philadelphia hit the link, and she was saying, basically, it wasn't like it, but I did hear you throw shade at me at the beginning of the video. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But it's cool. We cool. And I heard Reed mentioning the fact that she didn't say nothing when Miss Philadelphia was sitting in people's chats like Stomp Downs or Ken, and and saying stuff about her kids and all this and all of that. And then Miss Philadelphia like, but you and Ken is cool now, right? Oh, let me drop it, Miss Philadelphia. And so yeah, I was, but then, Miss Philadelphia did do a live, like I said. She did do a live stream, and she explained a lot of what was going on her live stream. Unfortunately, Miss Philadelphia, I did not get a chance to watch your live stream before I had heard about it, because I want to go on and come live and do the video, right? Yeah, I believe in fighting for yourself too. So let me drop this link for Miss Philadelphia, so she can explain out of her own words what she meant, right? And so, okay, I dropped it, Miss Philadelphia. And I agree with fighting for yourself, but that's not what Miss Philadelphia was talking about. Obviously, she has no problem speaking for herself. Right, right. And half of my LFL folks don't even like me over here. you know what I mean. Let me see if it's Miss Philadelphia, y'all. Because like I said, I don't watch whole live streams, and when I come on here and I ask these questions, it's because I want to know. That's the purpose of me asking the darn questions. Okay. So let me see if this is Miss Philadelphia. Let me put up my little thing. Yes, God. Here go my girl. Is this
Hey,
you, Miss
what's up?
Philadelphia?
Yes.
Thank you, love. Let me take the thing off the screen, okay?
LSA boss, I see you. Talking about Miss Philadelphia doing press tours. No, everybody's talking about the fight, so why I can't
I don't.
come up here?
Right, I was gonna talk about it. The day after I heard you, you and James on Jay Wilson's panel, but I haven't had time. I got time right now. Do you see what I'm saying? And so,
Mhm.
but it's more stuff that happened since then. So I was trying to catch up on that, but I was like, oh, oh,
Child.
when you said what you're
No, but
not
you
gonna
explained it
do.
right. Cause if you can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, because if you stayed and read live, like, yeah, we did piece it up. And I did say that. I felt like, we both from Philadelphia. Let's not co sign against each other. You know what I
Okay,
mean? With nothing. Because, we women, we fellow Philadelphians. Jane started with me. So, but I can't really, now I'm talking to her, I can't really expect nobody to be like, if she wanted to co-sign, that's cool. She didn't say anything bad about me. She just
right,
answered his question. He put her on the spot in front of 700 people, so she just said,
right,
"Yeah, y'all did get into it on the panel," and she just ended the conversation, which I did because I'm not gonna
right,
argue with somebody that is
right.
hell bent on stubborn in their own opinion. So
Right, but I'm
you
not
know,
even. Let me fast forward you ahead because I'm really not concerned about whatever it is that you and Reed had to say to each
oh, I
other.
thought
I'm
you were
I'm
talking
I'm,
about
I'm concerned.
Reed.
I want to hear about
Okay.
the James T. Okay, girl. So let
Oh
me.
no, so the T was him and ZT. Well, if you watch his cleanup, the T is
Right,
he
yeah,
been.
no, I didn't watch all the cleanup, but let me
Oh,
tell you
you
this.
gotta
Let me
watch
say
his
this. I
cleanup.
got a question. I got a question. I watched a little bit of it, right? Because I
Hmm.
don't do like hours long, so I can't hold my pate. But anyway, when you said, okay, so what did you say in the chat that get him to say, ease up or whatever?
I said
What
this argument is lame because that's when he was
okay,
calling. That's when they both was dragged. ZT was saying Craig babies. He was saying, "Oh, your $20,000 bastard," and I was like, "Oh, this argument is lame." And
okay,
then ZT said something about a girdle, and Jay Wilson was like, "Not the girdle." Everybody started typing in the chat, "Not the girdle," and I was like, "Spank, not the spank." You know what I'm saying? Because it's them fighting up there. Everybody throw light shade. It wasn't nothing
right,
malicious. It was like not the girdle, not the spank child, do Jesus. You know
right,
what I mean? You know what we give
right,
over on Jay Wilson. It's not hot and heavy. So he
right.
was down in the chat and he say, Miss Philadelphia, you better ease up, watch yourself. And I said, what?
Mm,
I said, I'm grown. And he said, I know you grown, but you might want to ease up.
right,
Nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to? I politely went up there and let him know, nigga, you
right,
don't call no shots over here.
right.
It was 1,100 people in the chat. He singled me out. Like,
Yes, I know. And then he was like, but you was like, what you're not gonna do? I said, oh, Miss Philadelphia
I don't play
serious.
with James.
I said,
I'm not
oh,
gonna play
he's
with
serious.
James. When you
Mm-mm.
leave my live, go look on Kwani TV page. My page is on there. Rico shared my page. Duchess Kelly
Mm-hmm.
Love shared my live. Rose Bennett shared my live. Cause some
Mm-hmm.
people can't find my page. But yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
he cleaned me up, and I did a cleanup on him this morning. So
Right. Okay.
oh, so you go back and catch that. But yeah, James is rude, and he want to control something. He need to get off of YouTube. You can't control grown people. Like you can't
Right.
tell no.
So
It
you
was
felt
eleven
like he
hundred
was
people
trying
in
to.
there. I deserve to chat and type just like anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you felt the way, and rightfully
I felt
so.
the way
You
because
felt
I'm
like he
sick of
tried to
him.
check you.
I felt like he tried to check me, and I felt like this is his usual antics. This is what he do. He go around trying to pull rank on somebody. Like I told him in
Mm-hmm.
my video, you ain't got enough stripes to pull no rank over here over on me. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know you,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker, from nowhere, and don't want to know you. So like,
Well, let me
I
let
just
me let me. Mhm.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So, but now on the part of his cleanup that I heard, he start talking about the five bag, that whole
He
conversation.
lied.
So do you
Tatisa
think?
already confirmed it. He lied. I
Mhm,
never been in 5A chat. I've been blocked in 5A chat for 3
mhm,
years. I asked Tisa to confirm it. Tisa said, "You never been in 5A chat. I've never seen you over there." He lied.
mhm,
He don't like
mm,
me because I'm not kissing his ass. That's why he don't
mhm,
like me.
mm.
He never seen me in
So
5A chat. I used to call on his phone daily. Every time he cleaned her up, when he had to call in, I used to call in and cuss 5A out. He even said on the
mhm.
cleanup, she was more mad at 5A than I was. It was
Yeah, I heard
fun
that
at
part.
that
I heard
time.
that part.
You know what I mean?
I
So
heard
how am
that
I
part.
going to be in her chat if I'm mercilessly, dragging this girl like that? That don't even make
Mm,
sense. He went over there and told a bold-faced lie. I'm
mm,
going to give you some more tea that you don't know.
mhm,
5A just posted a post maybe 3, 4 hours ago. I went up
mhm,
under her post and I said, no disrespect. Can you confirm whether or not I was ever in your live dragging James?
mm.
So I'm waiting for her response. You know what I
Oh
mean? But
wow.
Tisa already confirmed it. He's a big ass
Mhm,
liar. When he don't get his way, he go try to
mhm,
turn people against you. That's why he bought Reed in it too. He know I like Reed. So why would you bring her in it? You know what it gives over here when you pull a fucking card out your ass like that. You gonna have me side
mhm,
eyeing her. That's what he tried to do, but it didn't work.
mm, mm.
I don't care if
So
she co-signed, she ain't lie. She ain't add or take nothing to it. She
right,
grown. She wanna co-sign, she can.
right, right. So Seven said, yeah, Philly ain't never been part of the chat. I guess you talking about five in the chat.
Thank you. Anybody else that was ever is Tisa in here? Cause she used 7. No, I never
Mhm,
been over 5A dragging him. He went and set
right.
his ass up over there and said she a flip flopper. I
Well,
see
why he
one
say he
minute
been
she.
watching you for 3 years?
I don't know why he because he fucking mentally ill. It's like,
Mm,
listen, I don't bro. I don't. I already let my brothers and them know I had a little kerfuffle. I don't play like that.
mm,
They killing women in my city. I don't play like
girl.
that. I don't feel comfortable with no stranger up in Pittsburgh lurking around watching my every move for 3 years. That nigga unraveling. The fact that you
Mm.
said that to 6,000 people, you sound crazy. You don't know me. We had a few disagreements. I never said nothing wrong to James. I don't have to agree with him.
So I heard when you say it, and I have said
Jay
it
Truth,
too.
hold
That
on, Miss Olivia. I'm gonna do a you on your channel. Jay Truth
okay.
said, I used to be over there and I didn't see. I don't. Everybody know I'm indifferent to Fabi. So why would I be in her chat?
Right,
He's never. He
right,
specifically said he didn't like me because I was a flip flopper because I used
right.
to
Yeah, I
drag
was going. That's gonna be my
Fabi.
next question. Right. Mm.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just that was gonna be my next question. Why do you
He
feel like
said
he
it out
called
his
you a
own
flip
mouth
flopper?
because I
Right.
was
Yeah.
over in Fabi chat dragging him, which was a
But you
lie.
saying it's a lot. Right. Right.
Everybody know it's a lie.
Mm.
Everybody know it's a lie. The whole beef sector know I don't get down with Fabi.
Mm.
Put a
Nunu
one
said
in
you
the
have
chat
played
if
with
y'all
him.
know that Miss Philadelphia do not get down with 5A. Put a one in the chat. Just put a
When
one in the
Newsy
chat.
said you done came at him on Kelly Love's channel.
We got into an argument on Kelly Love channel. He was up there arguing with Lady Dimples. I said to
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Love, I'ma leave because what they doing up there is ugly. He was telling Lady Dimples to go kill herself. And I said,
Mm.
what they doing up there is ugly, Kelly Love. I'ma leave. And Kelly Love said something like, well, go to the flower sector or something, girl. So I don't know, but he was just being shady. So I got up there and James was like, yeah, Miss Philadelphia, you can leave. Bye. And I said, no, I got up there and I said, this Kelly Love channel. You up here telling somebody from the LGBTQIARSTUVWXYNZ community to kill
Mm.
themselves? He always go down to the gutter and fight like a junkyard dog. Well, like a junkyard dog. And like I told that motherfucker this morning, bitch, I will fight you like the junkyard dog that you are. Don't fucking play with me, nigga. You don't know me. I'll
Mm-hmm.
rip all
Mm-hmm.
them fucking girdles and pantyhose off your motherfucking ass and stump a mud hole in your fucking ass. Don't play with me. Don't you ever try
But
to
you,
reprimand me in no motherfucking page that ain't even your page. If you don't like what I'm saying in the chat, nigga, you block me. I ain't your fucking child. Go play
right.
bingo if you want to play with somebody. You want to control somebody? Go control your fucking kids, nigga.
Mm. Hey, Demon Soul, how you doing?
You
So,
see all them
y-
ones in the chat, Miss Olivia? He a
yeah,
fucking
baby, I
liar.
seen.
He a
I
liar.
seen. Yeah, I
But
seen
you're
it.
a woman. Newsy ass new. I am a woman. I am a
What
woman.
do they got to do with anything?
What that got to do with me talking shit back to a nigga that was talking shit to me? That's all I'm doing. I ain't
Oh,
gotta
I
whoop
guess
his
she's
ass.
saying
I
that. I
am a
guess she's
woman.
saying that. I guess she's saying that because you said he a man, but you explain
I
what you meant by that.
I meant that I'm not used to no man jumping out the
Right.
gate on me
No, I
for
got
no
that. You got
reason.
that part. Right,
I said
right.
the word lame. And that didn't give him a reason to tell me I need to. He basically said, bitch, you better stop typing or it's going to be a problem. And I wanted to know what the fuck he was going to do. Miss Nunu, I am a woman. All the shit I'm talking, as spicy as my mouth is, I'm still a female. And I ain't got to whoop his ass. I will.
Right. I mean, but like you said, this YouTube, and at the end of the day, we
Yeah, we
all
talking
know
shit.
that we
We
talk shit
talk
to
shit.
each
He called
other,
me a
no matter
basic
who.
bitch. You the one basic eating
Yeah, he
hog
did.
maws
He
and
called
pig
you a
feet.
basic Philly. I just want to know how you felt.
Yeah,
Though. He
but he
did
a
call you a
dirty ass
basic
nigga
Philly
in the
bitch.
backwoods of Pittsburgh. He a
Mm.
dirty ass nigga in the backwoods of Pittsburgh. Fuck that nigga. He can't call nobody basic with his dusty ass, with his manatee, old clothes, old face looking ass. That motherfucker, you bitch, you sitting around eating hog maws and pig feet and neck bones in the middle of the night and you calling somebody basic? You don't get your dusty ass the fuck up out of here, you dusty girdle wearing, wig wearing, motherfucking llama bean, pinto bean eating ass nigga.
Well,
I
I
am a
understand
Scorpio, J True. Miss Phillip, yeah, I am a Scorpio, and it's crazy as hell. Crazy
that.
as hell. The
Well, I
fuck
know
wrong
you
with
meant
you?
business when you said. I know you meant business when you said that one thing when you led with. But what you not go do? My eyes perked up. I was like, "Oh, we have
Yeah, I'm
takeout."
no clown. Everybody know me. I don't bother nobody, but don't ruffle my feathers, cause I ain't nothing nice, honey.
Mhm.
I'm the one that do the laying the fuck out. Don't nobody lay me out.
But let me tell you something else. Did you see? I also saw that Blue Wolves Phoenix made a video, and he was like, I guess he was being a little messy because he was like, cause what's his name, Stomp Down shared your video. And so I'm assuming that you and James Caldwell is moderators for Stomp
Yeah,
Down,
he
right?
share all his moderators' videos. That what that
Right.
mean?
I mean, that's all I got out. I
No,
didn't think
that's
I
what
didn't
I'm
really
saying with Blue Whip Rising.
yeah.
Like, if only one that would feel away is James, because I don't. Like,
Right.
James not need to
Right.
stop being so thin skinned. People is grown. You don't control what people do from their page.
Right.
He shared
Right.
all his moderators' video. I've been rocking with Thumb Down from the beginning, even when everybody hated him. I still go over
Right.
there, listen to him dragging people. It don't. I ain't saying nothing in the chat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, you
James
come
got
over here all the
everybody
time, and
on eggshells.
right, I'm just gonna say, we've got our history when it comes to being that guy over there, and
I
that you
know,
be in
Miss
his chat
Olivia.
and you be in my chat too. So I've never had a problem with. That's not my worry about who
You know
minding for
you
who
my
or
girl. I
who.
ain't gonna say nothing about you, but that's
I
like
mean,
I
but yeah,
told
I
him
even
on.
never even mentioned it. That's not a thing for
Right,
me.
like I'm not gonna fight y'all battle. Everybody fighting each
Right,
other. You know what I mean? That's what I was
right,
saying to him. Like I am a
right,
part of the B sector, and I do feel as though I can be in the chat and throw shade
right,
just like anybody else, just the thousands of
right,
other people that's over here.
right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
But James
absolutely.
wants you to hate everybody he hates. No, no. You keep that
Mhm.
shit up there in the backwoods of Pittsburgh. This ain't what the
Mm.
fuck you want over here down in the city of Philadelphia. This is
So what makes you
215,
think?
baby.
What makes you kind? Why you feel like he's sensitive?
Because of his actions, because of the way he act, because of how he behaves. I said it on Jay Wilson panel. He is the nastiest one on here, but you
Mm.
can't say nothing about him without him
Mm.
going over there to that lame ass channel trying to clean some. I'm gonna clean them up. Like nigga, go clean your life the fuck up. You 50 years old arguing with somebody calling infants $20,000 bastards, as if you got any position to talk. Weren't you a bastard? Didn't your father get the fuck on? I'm confused.
I'm eating Starbucks today too, but Newsy said, now I don't know if it's true or not. She said, but you hated 5 days for him. Did you hate 5 days for him, or did
I
you
don't
hate
hate
five
Miss
days for
Olivia.
your own?
Let me. First of all, I don't hate
Mm-hmm.
nobody. My name
Yeah,
is.
me neither.
I don't hate people.
Mhm. Right.
When her and James started beefing, it was a good beef because at one point they was friends. So I was team James
Right.
Caldwell.
Right.
So when a lot of people, he would do a call in, and a lot of people would call in, and we would drag 5A, and then her and Tracy D would go back over there, and they would drag him and play clips of him in his dresses, and it was a fun beat. So that's
Mm-hmm.
just all it was. I never hated 5A. I never said anything like out of pocket after her and James stopped beefing. I don't talk about 5A. She been in 9,000 scandals. I don't
Right.
say nothing about that girl.
Right.
And somebody
Right.
said Philly would always call in, like, yeah, that's why I got so upset because I have been Team James Caldwell. I wasn't on
Mm-hmm.
5A team. Her and Tracy D, they was like they was getting him good. So us as the women that liked him, we like, yeah, we going to fight this bitch. Remember, 5A had a lot of enemies, so it
Oh
was
yeah.
just healthy, cute, like fun banter. It wasn't like, oh, I really hate 5A. No, I don't hate 5A. I don't know her. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they
Right. Right.
beef died down. He done fought with 36 other people since then. You know what I'm saying? I'm the
Right.
37th. So it's
Oop.
like, I've been stopped messing with James. I watch his cleanup sometime, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
give James my money. I don't cash app him. I don't speak to him when he come in chats. He's not nobody to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though
Mm-hmm.
he's a nasty person. The things that he has displayed down here is despicable. Up until 2 days ago on Jay Wilson panel, you have no self control
Mm.
whatsoever. I've never seen someone so bitter. He couldn't let Jay Wilson and ZT have that moment. He had to go the fuck up there with his vitriol and his bitterness.
Or
He
do you
just
feel like
had
he
to.
hold? Do you feel like he hold grudges, or what
Do
do you
he
feel like
hold
is going on?
grudges? This is the
Right.
same man 5 years later still had a picture that Sean Bradley sent him about his
Mm.
grandbaby being on the floor in a
Mm.
in a, a car seat. Yes, he hold grudges. Everything that him and Sean ever did, they hold friendship, every text message, every conversation, he has brought down on the street.
Mm. So okay, so here's the thing. Um, do
Yes,
you feel
Nunu,
like
I
it was a
was the
bit?
number one dragger of Five Babe. Are you not listening? I just said I was Team James Caldwell. But did I have a personal issue with Five Babe? No. I mean, I didn't like some of the things she was doing, so I was Team
Mm.
James Caldwell. Are you not listening? I'm not denying anything. It's actually proving my case. Like me and James didn't have no real issues. We had a few run-ins, but nothing to where he should be watching me for 3 years.
But I mean, that was that's still the. I'm like, well, what else was there for him to be side eyeing you and
I don't
watching
know.
you
And
for
the
three
Duchess
years?
Kelly Love, he was telling somebody to kill themselves. And I said something. James don't like when someone call him out or speak up.
Mm.
Why are you watching me? For three
Mm.
years. He said it out his own mouth. It's not like I'm making this up on him.
Yeah, no,
I
no, he
don't
said
know
it for
him.
3 years. I heard that part. I heard that
Yeah,
part
like
myself.
that's a you don't know, like I told him, you don't know who on here and what class of people is on here. And I know mental illness when I see it.
Mm.
You don't know what the fuck
Mm.
I do as a profession. You don't know anything about me. You don't know
Right.
if I have a college degree, a partial. You don't know anything about me. While you trying to act like you creme de la creme, nigga, you ain't shit. You pose just like
Mm.
everybody else.
Why do you think he got so touched by the comment that you made in the comment? I mean, it ain't like you went
Because
on the phone.
because some people don't, because it was true. That argument was lame.
Mm.
A hit
Mm.
dog going holler. The argument was lame and I stand on it. And you 50 years old, you ain't got nothing better to do. ZT wasn't talking to you. What the fuck you come up there for? Either you gonna help him out or you not.
Yeah. Yeah.
You came
So
up
do you?
here fucked up as usual. Everywhere you go, you come up fucked up. You just said a couple weeks ago, Miss Olivia got a clout chase. Why do Miss Olivia have to clout chase off of you? Everybody know
Girl,
Miss
that we know that
Olivia,
was a lie. We know that was a lie. Miss Olivia don't cloud chase
but
her
he
no
actually
motherfucking.
believed these lies.
Well, girl, that's
That's
on
the
him.
bad part. Like he
Girl,
think
that's
he's
on
something
him.
special. You ain't bringing nothing to the beef sector that ain't nobody else bringing. If
Mm-mm.
anything, you bringing it down.
Olivia don't clout chase off of no goddamn body. I ain't got to. But I feel, but you're right. He did say that though. Yes, he
That's
did.
crazy.
Yes, he did. But I said what I had to say about that. I'd
Like,
rather not, but I
and
will.
somebody
But
saying
I'd
I'm
rather
doing a
not.
press tour. Yeah, that nigga cleaned me up in front of 5,000 people. You damn right I'm
Right.
gonna get out everything I need to get out. Anybody want to ask me some questions about that raggedy motherfucker? I'm gonna get up on the. I did my errand. I went to
Well, I've been
Macy's.
wanting to ask you. Like I
I
said,
took my
I
stuff
got.
back
I
to
had time
Walmart.
today.
I did
I
what
had
I need
time
to do.
today.
I
Right.
paid my bills online, so I got time today.
That's why I said I had time today. So I was like, um, damn, I couldn't wait to, if I had time, I'd have done it yesterday, child. But I was like, ooh, I got time. It's Friday. It's the evening time. So let me go on and ask the questions. I got questions. I got questions. But let me ask you this, right? So, do you think that there was not a sexual undertone to that AKA cabin in the woods trip? Do you think that would do just pure? We want to console this brother and pat him on the back cause he lost somebody. Do you think that what was going on, Miss Philadelphia, or do you think there was something sexual in nature? They,
Well, Jay Wilson, my boy, but I'm not gonna be
I mean,
biased on
mine
this.
too.
I'm gonna
Me and Jay
be,
Wilson, we
yeah, I know
cool.
that's
I
your
did
boy.
no shade.
I'm gonna be Miss Philadelphia hold grudges. Yes, he's still mad at Nika about. Oh, they talk. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, but no, on some real. To be honest, the I feel
Oh,
like
Hope Jones, Miss Philadelphia. Do you see what Hope Jones put down there?
no. What she said?
Yeah.
Oh, child, I don't know about. So this is the thing. They was planning
She's
a
out,
trip or
child. No
whatever.
bad.
I don't know. They was planning a trip.
Forget you, Miss Philadelphia.
Listen, because I don't know. They was planning a trip, and Rebel did say Rebel is the one that inquired about Castro Cannon, not Jay Wilson. He asked Jay Wilson has Castro Cannon number.
Hold
Remember
up.
they talked on the phone.
Really, BTV said. Now this is who's model? Ain't this James Caldwell's moderator? Hey, Willie B. Right? She said that's a lie.
Child.
At she said that's a lie. At this is BS. They never stop talking. What did this is BS say? Is it somebody on here? This is BS. Oh, said at Miss Philadelphia. At Miss Philadelphia, hold grudges? Question mark. She said yes. He's still mad at Nika about Vegas Gate. She said you and Deanna proved that some months ago back when they stopped speaking over Nika not releasing her videos. What that
I don't
mean?
want to talk about no Nika or no none of
Right,
that
yeah, she
Vegas
ain't got
stuff.
nothing to do. I'm not gonna lie,
I
she ain't
don't
got
know
nothing to
if
do
he
with
friends
this.
with Nika, if he not friends, they cool. I ain't
Right,
got nothing to do with their
it
friendship.
don't
I
even.
don't know neither one of them.
Baby,
But
can you bring
anyway,
me a Sprite, please, at the refrigerator? Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with all that. This don't have nothing to
yeah.
do with that.
But
That's
anywho, so
another whole.
to be
That's a
fair to
totally
Jay,
different rabbit hole.
right? To be fair to Jay Wilson
Right,
been had Castro Cannon number or his information or whatever. They was
right.
planning this trip. Jay Wilson ain't and Clark say nothing about no Castro. I know for
Right.
a fact that Rebel's son likes Castro, like not in
Okay.
the sexual way. Like I've been in Rebel chat. Castro Cannon would come over there and he'd be like, "We gotta link up. We gotta do this panel, whatever, whatever." So they're friends. So
Okay.
because Rebel knew that Jay Wilson knew Castro Cannon, he had to ask him since Jay Wilson was here first. So he said, "Well, what you think about Castro Cannon?" And Jay Wilson said, "Well, he's cool or whatever the case may be." So all of this bringing Castro Cannon was really Rebel's thing. It was Rebel's trip. Rebel wanted to reach
Right.
out and invite him,
Right.
not Jay
Right.
Wilson. Now, what
Right.
they
Yeah.
had
Yeah. I mean, Jay.
planned,
I mean, yeah.
I
I
don't
know, but
know.
my only
You
thing
know,
was, I just felt like he was working, really hard for people to
I
get to
missed Jay
understand
Wilson
that it
last
was
two
nothing
videos. I gotta
scriptural.
go catch him. I gotta go
Thank
see
you.
him, Miss Olivia. I didn't see
But
him.
let me say this right here. Cause Miss D, this the BS said Miss O. I said when you meaning me and Deanna, O was just making the point about the whole. Yeah, I get what you. I read that, and you're right about that. This the BS that did happen some months ago. Cause I did have a question about that whole
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
situation.
They friends outside of this, so I'm not getting in there with them because
Yeah, that's just old. That
yeah.
was what it was. But so Rebel want to ask. Now see, I don't know Hope Jones.
That's
I
what
would
I'm
just
saying. So it does look like that Rebel is the one that wanted to invite him as a friend because Rebel said he had his man. Jay Wilson
right.
had Mark. So, but
Right.
like I said, I don't know what gay men do. I'm a female. Maybe I don't know what they was
Right.
going to do once they got there. But it looks
Right.
like Rebel asked Jay Wilson to reach out to him to invite him. That's what it looks like to me. I
Oh,
could be
okay.
wrong, but that's what it
Okay.
looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm just speculating as well because that's why I
Right.
got questions, girl. I just got questions.
Yeah, so that's what it looked like. Like Rebel wanted to be Rebel knew some personal information about him losing someone, and he wanted to try to, get him to get away. He was financially strapped at the time, so he wanted to try to, cheer him up because they do have some kind of relationship. Because I've, with my own eyes, have seen Castro Cannon, over there in Rebel chat. All the boys be
Right.
in each other chat except for James. He can't really go, but only but two of the guys' chats over here. He can't go to Captivating Christian. He can't go to Rico. He can't go to Rebel. He can't go, he didn't fought with all of them. So,
Right.
but all the other boys, for the most part, kind of get along. But when James comes around, he's shading everybody. He being nasty to everybody. Don't nobody like him for real, to be
Mm.
honest.
Mm.
Like, so I mean, they tolerate him.
Mm. Child,
I
that's
know
deep.
one
That's a
thing, that
backfield right
motherfucker better
there.
not ever try to come out of a bag on me. I know that much. Any chat you see me in, block me, nigga, if you don't like what I'm saying. Don't you ever pump your mouth, because I don't deal with that in my real life. Men don't
Right.
disrespect me
Right. Yeah,
and
I
be
don't deal
trying
with
to
it in
fight
my
with
real
me.
life.
Them girdles is too tight. You've been so used to wearing girdles and wigs and shit. You think you a woman. You still a man, nigga. You so comfortable with fighting with girls.
Child. Now I do feel as though at certain points of time, when it comes to James, and this ain't no shade or
He
disrespect, but
nasty.
I feel like he's got, and a lot of gay men, I'm gonna say all, but I feel like a lot of gay men have some kind of underlined animosity towards women, especially black women. And I don't, but at the same time they have a lot, like in the sector right here. As far as the world go, it would appear
Let
to
me
me that
answer
it's
Food Junkie, Mrs. I don't
okay.
Food Junkie. This is Miss Olivia asked me my
Right here,
opinion.
Davis.
I'm
Davis
only
Thompson.
going off of what I saw. It's Jay Wilson. Rebel said out his own mouth. I saw the
Right.
video that he asked Jay, "Was is Castro Cannon a cool person?"
Here's
So I
Danger,
don't
Mr.
know,
William.
Food Junkie. I know
Yeah,
y'all
you can
fighting.
say
I'm
Uncle
not
Tim.
in y'all fight. I'm just, and Miss Olivia asked me what was my take on it. I have my own opinion.
Oh yeah,
That's
no, yeah,
my
no. We
opinion.
just speculating because we don't know. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know.
Food junkie, he don't mean the food junkie messy. Don't pay
Well,
no
Food
attention to
Junkie
food
got me
junkie.
blocked. I can see him. He can't see me nowhere. He blocked me for
Said
no
Miss
reason
O
because
and
I ain't
Miss
never say
Philadelphia
nothing
go with
about
the
him.
future. Who food junkie? Oh no, food junkie cool. This ain't about
I
food junkie.
know.
I'm
I used to
Fanny
watch it.
messy. Huh?
I watch Food Junkie, but he got me blocked.
Oh, food junkie, you got Miss Philadelphia blocked,
I know,
boo.
right? No, Mr. Livy, let me ask you in your opinion. Do I
Mm.
bother anybody from
You
what
don't
you
bother
see?
nobody to me. You a subscriber to me. It just is what it is.
Right. I just
You
wanted
got
to
a
know
right to,
because
everybody is entitled to their own opinion. That's my, my thing. This ain't nothing new.
right. Yeah.
Everybody entitled to their own damn opinion. I
Yeah.
can't tell you what to do or
But
what to
Mr.
think.
Livy, even if I was in 5A chat, which I wasn't, because 5A
And
go
so what would
normally.
matter if you do? Because see,
Right.
people,
Like I
me
get
and
dragged her on your shit.
me and Five
So
Babe had our go arounds. I mean, I don't talk about it no more. Even before she left,
yeah.
after I'm done with the thing, I'm done with it. So I stopped speaking on her. But
Right.
some of the people that
And
be in
that
my
was
chat,
years
be in her
ago, Miss
chat. I don't give
Olivia.
a
Him
fuck.
and Five Babe is not even actively beefing. So for him to go over there and say I'm a flip flopper because he saw me in Five Babe chat, what, like,
Right.
Five Babe not even here no more. What are you
Right. Yeah.
talking
I don't
about?
even care about stuff like that. But Food Junkie said he ain't got you blocked, boo.
Uh-huh. When I be typing in his chat, hello, I was just at his video riding down the road. Food Junkie, you stay riding down the road. I was just at his video and it wasn't showing my comment. I was like, hey, Food Junkie, it wasn't, and this been going on for months. Yeah, so
Right.
maybe somebody did it and he's not aware,
Well,
but
now
it's
that's true too.
definitely,
And YouTube, YouTube be on one. I'm still
yeah,
working with this dang on support
I'm
about.
definitely staying
Even
tight with his
now,
chat.
even now, all my people are not unblocked. So I don't
Right.
know what's going on with that.
But yeah,
So
I'm expecting
I
a cleanup. But then again, I mean, well, a
yeah,
sponge bath. But I don't know,
Sponge
James,
bath.
yeah, sponge bath.
Oh,
Child, please. So,
but let me read this. Somebody said, oh no, somebody said early had the nerve to say that I was in danger. I ain't in danger. Nobody. She said, read your A said, you in danger, Miss Olivia. He has been looking for an opportunity to come at you. Child,
and then
I'm
on his
in
clean
danger.
up, he had the nerve to say Terry P was going to drag me. Is this the Terry P that you humiliated and turned on in front of
Mm.
1,100 people because she was in Sir King chat? Is that the Terry P you speak of? First of all, Terry P can't drag me. Let's just get that right out the fucking gate. That's number one. Number two, you and Terry P ain't even friends no more. If she is your friend, she a damn fool. You humiliated her, but you always go back and try to pull and scrounge somebody up to try to rally up a camp when you in the fucking wrong. You try to reach out for allies.
Mm. Well,
Talking
let me
about
ask you
Terry
this:
P.
how
Well,
did he
wait a minute, Miss
humiliate?
Olivia. Wait a minute, because I ain't done.
Okay. Okay.
When was Terry? Why she ain't dragged me then? She still can. Terry P, bring your ass out the bushes. You was going to drag me? Girl, bye. I'm glad you chose not to, sweetie. I'm glad he told you to stand down. Because y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. Go ahead, Miss Olivia.
I just wanted to ask, well, how did he humiliate Terry P? Because I missed that part. What
Well,
had happened?
Terry P was hanging over at Avatar Nation. Anybody he hates, his friends gotta hate. They was hanging over. She was hanging over at Avatar Nation. Sir King was basically trying to pit them against each other. So Terry P was over there walking on eggshells, commenting a little bit, saying little stuff. So one day James warned her, one cleanup, and then it happened again. And so he just went full out and dragged her. And then he went on Brianna page not too long ago and they was talking about something. And he told Brianna, I'm done with her. I don't have no use for her no more. And Brianna was like, well, what does that mean? And he was like, I'm just done with her. I don't have no use for her no more. Yeah. hmm
Damn. Well, how
Because
did it make
all
you
this,
feel?
Sir King started it to his credit.
Uh
Sir
huh.
King was making it very messy because they were
Mhm.
friends in real life. She sent him a housewarming gift. So, but that's that control thing. Like that shit should roll off your back. It ain't that deep.
Mm.
I didn't
How,
hear
how did
Terry P say nothing wrong over there.
how did it make you uh who was Two Chains? Luna said Pizarro was right this time. Two Chains thinks she's hot, doodle. Who was
She's a
Two
James
Chains?
supporter. I guess she calling me 2 Chain. I don't know, but I don't like. Once again, I don't know her.
Mm.
So, girl,
Well,
I'm all right with you not liking me. I've been hot shit long before the B sector, honey. You don't know me, and I'm gonna make my rounds. He cleaned me up and called me all kind of bitches to 6,000 people. So I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I've been coming over here to Miss Olivia.
I mean,
If you
everybody
don't
do
like
that.
it,
What's wrong with
you can
that?
leave. 2 Chain.
Everybody
Miss
do that. What's
Olivia asked me to come up here to get the
right?
backstory on what happened. So
Because
y'all
I
can
want to
hold
know what
that
the
shit
hell
in the
happened.
chat. His own
James can hit the
moderator,
link too if he want to and tell his
yeah,
side of the
Billy
story.
B
Y'all know
is in
how I do
here.
it.
She not even saying nothing. And they friends. Mine like far back. Y'all too much of lick asses. Y'all lick too many asses. Know your place. Bitch, if you ain't gonna get up here on this link and say what you gotta say to me, then shut up.
Right,
You
right.
all in the
That's how
chat
I feel
typing.
about it. That's
Miss
how I feel
Olivia
about it.
asking me questions. And I don't
Cause
got,
yeah.
and I don't know if you going off my avatar picture, bitch. I got on 3 chains: a
Uh
Jesus piece, a lotus flower bottom, flower bomb flower, and a rose. Bitch, I got on 3 gold chains,
oh. Mm.
not 2. That my man bought me.
Child,
You bitches
I
could
know that's
never.
right. Girl, you made me forget if I was girl.
Get
Oh,
your motherfucking ass up out of here, new bitch. Get your ass up on this link and talk your shit.
oh yeah, you can hit the link. I'll drop it for you if you want me to, girl. James, you can hit the link too if you want to.
Yeah, he can hit the
Y'all
link.
know how I do it.
I'm doing a press tour on your motherfucking ass, nigga. You
All
son
I
of a
know is
bitch. Gonna
Yeah,
call me a
everybody,
basic
I
raggedy
got
bitch from Philly. He don't
what
know
you said.
me. He don't know how I'm living. He don't know what I do for a living.
But you know, a
I
lot
don't
of
know
people
how can he
don't. They just
assess that.
assume. Uh,
Nigga, you don't know what the fuck I'm sitting on. That's what's wrong with you niggas.
mm-mm. But
I didn't have to come on here and tell you nothing about me. Just know I'm good.
mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I told you you was doing. I mean, everybody do press
Oh yeah,
tours, and
we
they
go.
know.
Oh yeah, he went down. He thought he got the fuck down on me. She ain't nothing but a basic bitch. Who? I'm basic. How you know? You met me? Have we ate somewhere together?
You
Did I
right.
run into you at the bank or the airport or the post office? Because those are places I be. Where have you seen
You
me
don't.
at?
You don't sound basic to me, child.
Have I
Now
seen
there
you at
are those
Nordstrom's
that
or
are on
Saks
here.
Fifth? Where
There
have I
are
seen you
those.
at?
There are those that sound really, really basic on here to me, and you are not one of those.
That nigga
So
don't know nothing about me.
just let me say
Not to
that
throw
you don't
degrees,
sound basic
not
to
to
me,
throw
child.
degrees around, but I'm most certainly am a college graduate. He don't know me or
Well, I
what
mean,
my
you know, you can be
profession
a
is.
basic bitch and be college degreed, but you don't seem like you one of them to me.
Like he don't know
Okay.
nothing about me.
Right. 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 Absolutely.
And you right about
Absolutely.
that. You can be a basic bitch with a college degree. You are,
Oh
and
yeah.
some
Absolutely.
of them are the dippiest ones.
Oh
Don't know
yeah.
shit
Oh
about the
yeah.
real life. Oh, I know. They're my
Oh
constituents. I know.
yeah. You right about that, Miss Philadelphia girl. I was
Okay.
gonna ask you something else.
A nigga
So,
don't know.
but
And, matter,
do
and
you
my
think?
daughter in college. Shout out to Cheney University. You don't know
Hey,
what
come
cloth
through,
I'm cut from, nigga.
come through, come through, come
But
through.
go ahead, Miss Olivia.
I was just gonna say, do you think that because you know you have been around her for a very long time, right? So do you think that you will ever, start like doing your videos, doing more videos on your channel?
If James do a motherfucking another cleanup, I'm gonna go right back over there. Only thing I'm doing over there is cleanup.
Uh huh.
That's Miss Philadelphia Lane. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go change it. That's Miss Philadelphia Lane. So if he do
Uh
a
oh, Miss
cleanup on me,
Philadelphia
I'm
line.
not doing nothing over there but cleanup. That's Miss Philadelphia Lane. That's it. If
I
he let
heard
it
that.
go, I'll let it go. Like he
Mm,
told Five Baby, you shut the fuck up, I'll shut the fuck up.
mm.
Ain't nothing going on. I got too much going on in my real life, Miss Olivia.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
feel you.
I mean,
I
I ain't
feel
got
you.
the time. I would love to get at a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. He
Right,
don't know me. But I just ain't
right,
got the time right now. I gotta, especially
right.
this time. It's back to school. It's this. It's that. It's stuff going
Yes,
on. We changing from
yes,
spring to fall. You know what I mean? Well, summer to
yes,
fall.
absolutely.
You know, I got things going on in my real life. I got shit
Hmm.
going on. So I can't
Right,
dedicate as much because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. So I
right,
can't really
absolutely.
dedicate as much time. But if James, that's Miss Philadelphia Lane. If he do another
Right.
cleanup, then I'll do another cleanup. If he let it go and let we go out in our respected corners, then that's fine. But if he go and try to keep going with me, because he was in the wrong, a nigga needs to admit when they wrong. You don't have the right to control people. You don't have the right to tell a motherfucker what to type, what to say. I don't know you, nigga.
Right.
Take this L
Right.
and go head on, or take this win. It's a win for you, because maybe you'll hold yourself accountable for some of the shit you do. Don't nobody owe you nothing. I don't know what world you live in, nigga. What world are you in? All you got is YouTube and a virtual reality, because that shit you pulling, that wouldn't happen in the real world. Take your
Mm.
ass out there and go fucking drag somebody dead mama a week after they die. Go ahead. You pulling that
Miss
shit in the
EJ,
backwoods of Pittsburgh.
the backwoods of Pittsburgh.
Get your fucking
EJ
ass
had a
up out
question.
of here.
EJ had a question for you, Miss Philadelphia. She said, Miss Philadelphia, question. She says, do you think it was a troll page and Five's chat getting stuff started with you and JC? And do you
Girl,
have
fuck
some
that
hints
nigga. Don't ask me
about
now.
who?
If I was in there, it don't matter. Whether it was me or a troll. I
Right.
don't know that nigga.
Well, I
Get
mean, it
your
seems like an
goddamn
awful
weight
long
from
time to
me.
hold a grudge. So yeah. I mean, it
And
seemed like it's a
if
long
it
time to
was
hold
a
a grudge.
troll, they would have ate me the fuck up. Cause 5 Babe
Mm.
people know me. If she don't know me, they know me.
Right.
And there's
Right.
no way I could have been over there. Them bitches would have pounced on me like a motherfucking cheetah.
Right. Right. I feel you. I
They
feel
don't
you.
like me. They knew I was dragging her.
Right. Right. I feel you.
When
Especially
she
in her
said,
own
why is he
chat.
so focused on me? Because I'm a real bitch and I'm going to put him back in his little place that he came from. That's why he don't like nobody that can stand up for themselves. He don't like nobody that's going to give him pushback. He don't like nobody that's going to tell him to get your motherfucking ass on with that bullshit.
Mm.
That's why he don't like me.
Mm. But do you think he feel entitled?
Do I think he feel entitled? Have you
Yeah.
not seen the shit that he do around here? He called you a clout chaser for having an opinion.
I
Yes,
mean,
he's
I don't give
entitled.
a fuck. I don't give a fuck what he feel like I am. I just the fact
Well, no,
that the
I'm
people
just you
know that.
asking. That was my,
No,
what I
no,
mean.
no. I'm just saying.
He's
I'm just
very
telling you
entitled.
my answer. My answer is
You
I don't
can't
give
go
a
in
fuck.
nobody's chat. You can't type in the
Right.
chat. You
Right.
can't laugh. You can't even have fun.
Right.
Yes, he's
And that's why
entitled.
you
He needs
call
to
him
get the fuck
sensitive.
off
Well,
of
I call him
YouTube and go see
sensitive
a
too.
therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with him. And I don't know why he been watching me for 3 years. And I don't
He
give a
called me a
fuck.
cloud
He
chaser, EJ. I mean, kind to me. He did. He called me a cloud chaser. That's true. I forgot.
oh,
What
he
was we
been
talking
kind to
about?
me. He was real now. He shade everybody. That's why don't
Right.
nobody like his ugly ass. He
And I let
shade
him have it.
everybody.
Well, I let him have it. Like I said, I'd rather
I
not
mean,
go
you
back and
did. You
forth with him.
told
The
that
choice is
motherfucker that
his,
it can get ugly, and it can get
and
ugly
it
with any
can.
one of us.
It can. You know what I mean?
And
It can because
it'll
I ain't got a problem.
definitely
Everybody
get.
know it can.
Soon
I'd
as I
rather
get
not,
off
but
this
it can.
broadcast, I'm changing my page to Miss Philadelphia Lane. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
Treasure Lane. The Pennsylvanians are fighting. We are
Aha!
fighting. This is what it gives over here in the 215,
Okay.
Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Let's give it up for PA, baby. We gives it the fuck up, okay?
Girl, I mean,
East Coast,
you
baby.
know
I'm
why?
an up north girl, honey. City girl, honey. City girl, baby. This
I
how
named it that.
215 get the fuck down.
Oh, is that what it was about? It was. That's what it was about, lady.
Oh
Till
yeah,
the
well
Emmett Till
he don't give a
conversation.
fuck even about our ancestors. This nigga so rotten, he'll go all the way down in the grave.
Hey
This nigga drug Emmett
ZT.
Till up.
Hey ZT. How you doing, love? I hope things are
Hey
doing better for
Bestie,
you.
cause you know he my best friend now.
And he your best friend now,
Well,
girl.
that's what James said. He said I was defending ZT. ZT couldn't stand me up until yesterday, or well, he cursed
But
me out up
I
until
didn't feel like
yesterday.
you was defending ZT. I didn't
I,
feel
I
that
was
way. I
defending
felt like
myself.
you was defending yourself because he came at you in the chat. I didn't feel like you was
I don't know why.
defending. You know.
Well, Mr. This what Philadelphia gives. This what PA gives, cause he's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia. Like we spicy over here. That's why I
Right.
told him we from the same state. This ain't what the fuck you want. We give it up over here.
Right. Right.
You give it up.
Right.
I'ma give it right back to you. Ain't nothing sweet
Right.
over here. Don't nobody bother me. I go any motherfucking where I want to go. I've been in this city 39 years. Don't nobody bother me, and I don't bother nobody.
I know that's right, ZT. He said he doing good, just trying to stay above water. I know that's right, love. I didn't even know now, ZT. Y'all know I don't be around all the time, but I didn't even know that you had a child. I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that. That was something I learned the other night as well when y'all was going back and forth. But
And he
ZT, why
still
you
ain't
think he came at
apologized
you?
for bringing Emmett Till in it with his
Right,
nasty
true.
self. How dare you try to reprimand somebody and tell them what they should say out their mouth and try to censor them when just 2 weeks ago you drug fucking Emmett Till out the grave. You're an
And you
awful
know that
person.
woman. And you know that woman, that lady, what's her name? They said they're not going to indict her. On the side note, when it comes to the Emmett Till situation, they're not going to indict her old ass. But she got one and a half, 3/4 legs in the grave anyway. So I guess they didn't want to bother. They probably figured she'd kick the bucket by the time the trial over with, and they didn't want to waste the state's money. But the law to, tend to that situation. So girl,
And
you know what I
after
mean?
this I'm gonna get some backlash, but I don't care. I don't know these people. It was
I
like
mean, it's
everybody
just
saying he
commentary, though. I
started
mean,
with
this
me.
sort of
I
thing
don't
go on all
care.
the time in the beef sector. It's just like I don't even understand why more people wasn't talking about it, because it was quite the to do over there on Jay Wilson's panel the other night. Because I'm not gonna lie, this ain't no shade. You got them all the way together, Because like I said, when a woman go to saying, but what you're not gonna do, I was like, oh, she mean business.
Yeah, I mean
That made
business
my
with
ears
him.
perk up and take a listen. I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, we
Don't
got
talk
lift
to me
off.
if you don't like what I'm saying. Just block me. You sitting
We
up
got
there, just
lift
block
off.
me.
Child.
He
Hey
here.
ZT.
Hey, boo boo, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing, love?
I'm doing good. Hey, Chad, I can't say hi to everybody, but hey, boo boo, when I won, hey,
Hey,
um,
ZT.
yes, it's been a mess this week. I don't know what's going on with the
Child.
girls. The girls are fighting.
I know, right? I'm like, oh.
Girl, we out here
The
woo
girls are
banging
pulling out
again.
their hair. We're pulling girdles off. We're
Yes, we
snatching
are dragging people.
pantyhose off. We are dragging bitches
So,
down to the junkyard like junkyard dogs.
okay,
I'm a confused.
Miss P and Miss O, my phone is on 5%, but I do want to explain what Miss O just asked me. Why do I think that James attacked me the way he did? Honest
Right.
to God, I feel like James wants like James actually wants my attention. I feel like
Mhm.
James feel like that me and other people could go back and forth, but when it comes down to him, I genuinely just don't like him no more because he done too much. And the reason why he's told me the other day, I'm just now finding out the real reason why he start shading me was because I told Fabe I don't believe in gay men attacking women for like years at a time. So with that being said, that statement towards her just being a black woman in general. For example, I attack everyone, like 7 stars. I attack her. VS, I attack her. But it's for fun. It's not a malicious hate. And so I feel like when I told her that the way I believe, he took it personal. So the shoe fit for him and he got mad at me for that. And he know he was in the wrong, but he just did not want to apologize and say I'm sorry for being in the wrong, and that's okay because I don't even want your apology. But the thing about it is, when he got on James call, I mean James, damn
Jay
pastor,
Wilson.
yeah, Jay Wilson's live. It was all for attention. He said how me and Jay Wilson had a big beef. You know what I'm saying? I was really hurt when Jay Wilson tried to attack me. And he see that how we was up there laughing and having fun. It makes him mad. So if he cannot join
Yep.
it, he wants to disturb it. And that's a problem with him. Like he has a personal issue with
With
people just being
everybody.
happy. Just happiness because he's not happy. And that's my personal opinion. Maybe I could be wrong. But when he see us over here just having fun, little roasting gagging, he wants to do this extra and go but like malicious, and no one is
Yep.
thinking like that. No one. So this whole thing about my son, James
Child.
Caldwell follows me on Facebook. So James Caldwell
You should
knows a
block
lot.
him.
He knows a lot about my family life.
Don't let
So,
him see that bad
but
spirits,
my thing
people
is,
sending you
I've
bad
been,
energy and stuff.
yeah,
No,
it's
block
really
them
bad
immediately.
energy.
Don't have no enemies following you. They send you bad spirits,
I,
bad energy,
the truth is, girl, I
negativity.
don't be on Facebook. I'm gonna go over there and block him though.
Still
Now you
block
say
his
that though.
ass because he a demon.
Yeah, he just be over there watching me and gawking me and stuff like that, y'all. So my whole son thing is this. I've told the story of my son. I've said it over and over again. So that we're done with that. Like my son was on YouTube, I believe, you know. So
CT.
I don't have time for this man. And my son is far from a bastard. So I'm good. My son has
I didn't
two
even
Yeah,
know he
babies.
even had a son. I don't even know why he bought that out.
I guess he was trying to expose
I
me,
didn't
but I
even
don't
know
even.
about it.
No, he
Me
tried. No, wait,
neither.
no, no. This is what he did. He brought up me having the savings account to adopt a baby. Okay, so he said you brought that bastard for $10,000 and this and that. So I guess that was shade because he said that I brought a bastard for 10,000. I don't know what he was trying to. I don't know what he was trying to prove, y'all. I can't even tell y'all. I don't know what he
Right.
was trying to get to when he said it because it was like my son has not been on social media in years. Okay, so I haven't even brought him up in years. No, I did. Remember, I did. I'm lying. I did earlier this year. I brought him up when James Caldwell brought him up again, and I had all the pictures. Remember, I was on my couch and I had all them pictures showing my son. Like, this is my son, and you're like, yeah, it's the whole video up. So this, I don't know
Mm.
what it is. I don't know.
Child. Like I said, everybody in this chat and everybody was on. Can you hear Miss Olivia?
I can hear. I can hear.
Everybody knows that he singled me out and he started with me. So that's all. That's you know
But
what I mean.
no, how many? Oh, I got what? I got 3% left. Okay, I keep on talking.
We're
Okay,
gonna
so
hang
with
up.
you. What James does, if you sit back and watch, like I told James, Pastor, sit back and watch because the shade that you be throwing over there, throwing your rag on your face, he watching you too. He just waiting to shade you. What he does is he take a small little piece of what you said 5 years ago and thought that because we talking about him. I guess everything that we say is about him because he's mother. I don't know.
Child.
But to me, I want to say this on Miss O platform. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at him as a mother. He was always a man to me. It was never a pops because of I needed a father because he had cancer. So as far as
Right.
repeating, I'm gonna let y'all know that is the reason why I called him pops. It was not because this man was a man figure to me on YouTube. Okay. If I was
Right.
going for a man, it was more of a Sean Bradley because Sean Bradley actually had his kids on there, showing his kids, buying them cars and things like that. So why would he even think that he was had a piece of anything as far as me doing what I had to do, as far as inspiring me to do a damn thing? And that's what he needs to understand.
Right.
And that hurts his feelings. I
Yeah.
do that right there hurts his feelings because he know the truth. James Caldwell
Well,
knows.
ZT, if I must say, I remember a long time ago when you did a live with me, and you told me exactly how you feel about certain situations when it comes to gay men, LGBTQ
Yes,
men, and your stance
yes.
has never changed. So I was like, when I was listening the other night, I was like, you know what, ZT not lying because he always basically done
And
said
years
that.
ago, if you go back to James' video, you remember James like I let him say what he wants to. Remember he's always say that I let him do what he wants to. I can't stop him. But now you want to
Right.
stop me? Why? Because I
Right.
told Fabe that I'm against men attacking her, and you the only man that's attacking her. So I guess the shoe fit because we have fun over here. You over here
Right.
doing too much. You attacking this lady for years and years and years. Okay, so now I'm letting you know, yeah, the shoe fits you. So weird. That's too much.
Hmm.
You have a malicious hate in your heart for no reason, and this is YouTube.
But
And that's
that's
all I
why
gotta
Right.
he
say.
mad at me because on Read the Heart of Philadelphia
All right,
panel,
y'all. I
I
want
was
to phone the
saying
doctor.
the
Let me
same
get in here and watch
thing.
the
Can
chart
you
so I can
hear me,
watch
Miss
you. Miss
Olivia?
O.
Okay. Thank you,
All right,
ZT.
boo.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye,
ZT.
Bye
bye,
bye.
bestie.
Bye.
Bye, bestie.
Bye, honey.
Bye, boo. Bye, Betsy.
ZT a best child, but yeah, I do remember him. We did a interview maybe a couple of years ago. He always does stated how he feel about certain situations. You know what I mean? Miss Philadelphia, and his stance has never changed. So yeah,
What
you
I'm
know,
saying, can you hear me, Miss Olivia?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, love?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. When I
Okay.
was on the Read the Heart of Philadelphia page, I was saying that the fight between Fi Babe and him was too nasty and that I wasn't comfortable with it no more. He was alluding that she was prostituting her baby. I mean,
Yeah.
they both went down to the gutter. CPS was called, cops was
Hmm.
called. It was so when I was saying that, he jumped up there and was like, saying whatever he was saying. So from that day, obviously he had some art with me because that was when he said he saw me in her chat. Teeth and everybody already confirmed that I've never been in her chat. Then he
Right.
said I'm a flip flopper because I used to drag Fly Babe and then I flip. No, I didn't flip onto Fly Babe's team. I just refused to drag or participate with anybody dragging her anymore because I felt like
Hmm.
nobody in the B sector, she had no allies. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I wasn't going to participate with James, keeping it, egging it on. So I backed off for they beef.
Right. I respect. Hey,
Because I was
SLTV.
the number one dragger that would drag, and I don't think I was the number one, but I would get on the call line like, fuck that bitch. You know how spicy
Hmm.
I'm talking now? I would be
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? It was all
Right.
organic. It was fun. She would go live, then he would go live, then her and Tracy
Right.
D would come back the next day. It was a fun beef. But now when
Right.
cops is coming to people's houses, and I'm not into that. Like I said, it's a you don't know who watching over here, and you don't know
Right.
what class of people is watching over here.
That's
And
true.
some
Things done
stuff
changed.
I'm not allowed to do, not
Yeah.
only for morally, but for other reasons. You see what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
going to be
Yeah.
doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
condone that.
right. Everybody got their boundaries. You know what I mean? But yeah, like
That was my
I was kind
boundary.
of I was kind of taken aback, about the whole situation. Like honestly, because I'm like, oh, okay, you know
Yeah,
what I
I'm not,
mean. And then
I'm not
he
so,
got deeper into it about the and
yeah.
where the questions came in was when he said, this go back 3 years. I've been watching you for 3 years. I'm like, what? 3 years? You're a subscriber, and so
Right.
that's what brought on. I got questions because what you mean you watching a subscriber, not another content creator, even though you have a channel, but a subscriber pretty much for the most
Right.
part for 3 years. So I had questions. I was
I
wondering
did tell
about that.
people a long time ago, one of my brothers lived with me that is a Philadelphia police officer. I'm not worried about nobody, but I did let him know that somebody said that they had been watching me over the internet for 3 years. I don't we don't take stuff like that lightly. They are
Right.
killing
You know
women
what I
in the
mean? Yeah,
city of
I don't. I
Philadelphia.
don't take it lightly. I'm
And
thinking what you
everybody was
mean.
making it like I'm a victim. No, I'm not a victim. I'm just stating the fact. He said that
Right.
he had been watching me for 3 years and that made me uncomfortable.
Right. Right. I mean, it made me uncomfortable when I had that when I had to tell everybody about that stalking situation that I had. So I absolutely understand where you're coming from with that. I
And I'm
get
not
that.
trying to like have people think, oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because they calling me, and I'm not trying to have people thinking, oh, I'm scared. But I was taken
Right.
aback by that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Me
don't
either.
think that James is violent. I don't think that he's no, but I don't know him
Right.
neither. I don't
Right.
know him neither. And for you to
Right.
say that like that, he had a lot of vitriol for me when it was something that we went through that was very small compared to
Right.
all the other fights and things that it's really people that really had it in for him. So
Right.
the things that we went through was minuscule as far as I'm concerned. So for you to
Right.
sit out and say out loud, you've been watching my every move and every channel. He even said the people channel. I seen it in your channel,
Right.
Bizarro. I seen it over there with you. And I'm like,
Right.
huh?
Right. Right.
Everybody seen it. 7,000 people seen it.
Right.
What the
Right.
fuck is that about? Like you, I am a
Right.
subscriber. Yeah, I could be a content creator. I am a part of this sector. It's like one
Right.
big family over here. We get to
Right.
know y'all
Absolutely.
personalities. Y'all get to know stuff about us. So yeah, I
Right.
took that to heart, and I still take it to heart. I don't want
Right.
nothing to do with him. I don't even know if I'm willing to even do a beef with him. I don't play with people like that. I don't play with nobody that make me feel like they watching me and I've never done nothing to them and
Right.
I don't know him.
Uh, well, this is what I know. What I want to ask you. What I wanted to ask you a little while ago was, how did you make it? How did it make you feel as a subscriber? Right, when he said that, when you said that, okay, since I know how you feel about me now, I'm just gonna go ahead on and unsubscribe to your channel. And he was like, basically, thanks for your service. When they said that, thanks for your service, or whatever, whatever. How did that make you feel as a subscriber? For a content creator that has watched him for so long, and then this has it. You said you was on his side,
Mm-hmm.
when it came to the five baby situation at first. So for somebody that been on their side before, and you've been watching them for years, how did it make you feel as a subscriber for him to say, basically thank for your service, but pretty much fuck you, bitch, and goodbye? How did that make you feel as a subscriber?
Um, to be you want me to be honest? I mean, I
Yeah, I want
just
you to be
felt
honest. I
like
absolutely want you to be
I didn't
honest. Yeah.
feel hurt because I don't know him and I'm not that invested. But
Right.
it just spoke volumes to the piece of shit that he is. You know what I
Uh,
mean? Like
yeah.
that's how I felt. I felt like I got something out of it. I entertained, and it was good while it lasted. Like I said, I got thick skin. It was good while it lasted, but now it's fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that was like
Right.
my take on. I mean, it was nasty of him. It wasn't no service. You know what I mean? It was something I chose to
Yeah.
do as an adult. I chose to watch people I want to watch, be entertained. I enjoy watching you show the worst parts of yourself sometimes. It was a
Right.
key. Everybody love a train wreck.
Right.
So, and it didn't, it was nasty of him, but it should be a cautionary tale for other subscribers to take note.
But that's true
He
too.
ain't a
I
friend to
agree.
nobody and he don't give a fuck about nobody. If you ain't licking
Mm.
his ass or agreeing with him or acquiescing the way he wants you to do, I'm not the first subscriber that he cursed out and cleaned up. Terry P was the first. Rose
Mm.
Bennett, different people. He don't give a fuck about nobody because don't nobody give a fuck about him in his real life.
Mm.
So I did feel I was taken aback by everything, all the vitriol. You talking about 5A, you talking about our flip. I'm like, where's this coming from? Like, I was
Right.
taken aback. Like, then you talking about thank you for your service. Okay. Like, it ain't no sweat off my back. At one point, I liked you. You've shown how nasty of a person you are, and now I don't fool with you. I won't support. I won't hit the like. I won't watch you. I already unsubscribed. I already said do not recommend this channel. I subscribe from everybody that I feel as though you close to or that's team you. Anybody I feel like that's going to enable you to keep doing the fuck shit you do, I don't want nothing to do with them neither. And I won't be subscribing, watching, hitting the like, none of that. I don't. It's okay till it happened to them. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody can say, "Oh, you might." I'm dragging this out. No, he dragged me in front of 7,000 people. So I'm gonna say what the fuck I need to say. If I gotta go in on his ass all weekend, I'm not gonna give him too much of my
Well,
time because I
now
got
I will.
more
I
important
will
things to
say.
do.
I will say that for as long as you feel like you got something to say about it, no matter how long it take, you have every right to talk about it for however long you want to talk about it. Because I do.
Yeah, and so like I said, I didn't. It was all shocking to me. Yes, we've had run-ins. I've had run-ins with Jay Wilson. People forget I used to be on Nicole Tyler passing remarks about Jay Wilson before he grew on me, and I've
Right.
had an argument over the phone on the call-in with Jay Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it ain't no big deal. Like for me, it's shits and giggles. I love some of the. If something was to happen to you or Jay Wilson or you know what I mean, certain content creators
Hmm.
tomorrow, I would be like, damn. You know what I mean? I would miss y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been on
Right.
here 5
Absolutely.
years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody over here. You
Yeah.
know what I
No.
mean?
Huh.
Like,
No. Right. Yeah.
but this the shit he dwelling out or dishing out. Don't nobody gotta take. This is a big world. Don't nobody have
Yeah.
to put up with no nasty person projecting their insecurities and their bullshit on them. And don't
Right.
nobody want to hold him accountable. That's fine, but he shouldn't have came fucking with me because I'm about accountability. That's what I do.
Right.
That's what I've been
Right.
doing for 20 years in my
Hmm.
career. You don't know what I do, nigga. There ain't nothing basic about me, nigga. So I'm
Mm-mm.
all about accountability and holding people's feet to the fire if need be.
Right.
Me and James would have never had this. I would have continued to mosey on through these streets, going in people's chat, not going in his chat, just doing me, catching a cleanup here and there. He chose to fuck with me.
Well, I know he picked you out that comment
He picked
section
me
that
out of
night, girl.
1,100
I
people,
know.
real
I ain't
time.
gonna lie. That's just now we all saw that. That ain't no shade, but it's just a fact. And you click the link because he called you out.
He
So
called, and don't no nigga call or bitch call me out.
right,
I told you, back in my day, in my prime, I was the
right,
one that laid motherfuckers out. Don't nobody lay me out.
right.
You better ask
I
about
respect that.
me.
I mean, if it would have been, everybody not like that, but it had it been me,
This
I would have clicked the
attitude
link
right
too.
here, I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year. This attitude ain't come overnight, nigga. This is
Right,
me all day,
right. I
every day,
respect
honey.
it. Absolutely,
I
absolutely. That's
don't
how I
bother
be.
nobody in my real life.
Hmm.
And I'm well respected. Trust me when I tell you.
Absolutely,
And my peoples love
absolutely,
me.
absolutely.
I'm that girl because I'm doing something in my community.
I know that's
When
right, Child.
I got a whole
What you had to
nonprofit
say?
organization giving out clothes and stuff to homeless women. You don't know
Well,
me, nigga.
I've been so busy this week because back to school, and we've been having events, helping the little ones, in the community that need help,
Yeah,
and
like
all
you
this.
don't
All
know
that. That's
me.
why I've been
The
uber
only thing I
busy.
could
So
Right,
yeah,
exactly. And the only thing I could tell James is nigga, get your pedigree up if you want to come for me.
right. I respect that. I mean, you had a right to respond. That was exactly what you were supposed to do. Um, like I just said, where the questions came in for me. I mean, had it stopped right there, it would have been a good little kiki. But the questions came in for me when he started saying about the 3 years thing, and I'm like, huh, wait, what? And so yeah, that's
Yeah,
where it
so
was for me when he
he
started
ain't gonna
mentioning
like
three
you. He gonna
years and
continue
five
to not like
days, and,
you because of this
you know,
interview,
and
and
that's
that's
cool.
fine.
That's
Exactly.
cool. Me
That's
and James,
cool.
we
He
see each
don't like
other.
you
You know what I
anyway, so
mean?
you ain't
Yeah,
got
you don't
nothing to
let me know
lose.
way, right? I get it,
Exactly.
girl.
You a clout
You
chaser.
know,
Remember?
let him tell it, girl,
He got
girl,
here. Let him tell it. He
girl.
girl, 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 girl.
Girl.
See, it's some real bitches out here. Somebody need to spank that ass. You fucking with some strong black women, nigga.
Ooh,
All that shit
child.
you been pulling, nigga, your reign is over. Fucking with me, I will end
Child.
you, nigga.
Well, like I
Girl,
said, girl.
girl, girl. Okay, okay. Come again.
Ooh, child, leave me alone,
You a
Miss
show,
Philadelphia.
J Clap Factory, honey.
Ooh,
I sit
child.
up with my head real high, honey. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who I know.
Mm-mm. Child. Hey, Aries Queen, how you doing, love? But girl, oh,
Make
let
you
me
some
ask you this,
hot.
Miss Philadelphia, on another subject. Have you ever seen that content creator? He a tea blogger. His name is Marat Morale. Have you ever seen him? Any of his videos?
No.
Oh,
Morale,
okay. Okay.
morale, no.
Now, y'all put a one in the chat if y'all know who I'm talking about, because you know I come from the entertainment sector. I done entertainment videos as well. You know what I mean? I had my time over there. You know, in the entertainment T section. That what I know Miss Philadelphia from being over here this while. Oh, okay. Tisa said
Tisa,
this is
have
where I
I
know
ever
Miss
been in
Philadelphia
5A chat?
from being over here.
Because Miss
Oh,
Olivia
so,
need confirmation. Have I ever been in
girl, you know I
5A
don't need
chat?
no damn confirmation. I
No, but
heard
I
what you
was
said.
just saying from her roll dog.
Oh
All right.
no, no,
All
yeah,
right.
no.
Well, you should
Uh.
know that. Take my word for it. I'm a woman of my word. If I was
Oh
there,
yeah, I mean,
I would have
I
said,
absolutely, I just had questions.
oh,
Like
she
I said,
said, nope, girl. She said, nope, girl. I know. Big
oh
ass
yeah,
liar.
no. Like I said, my questions came in with the 3 year thing. Other than that, I
3 years,
got what was
child.
going on the first time. You know, yeah, the guy doing BS about using racial slurs 7. So let me tell you this, Miss Philadelphia, right? So it's his content creator. His name is Marat Morale, right? Now, so I've looked at a couple of his because he do entertainment too, right? And so, you know, if you be on YouTube long enough, and you coming for the entertainers,
Hold
eventually
on, Miss
some
Olivia.
tea is gonna okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, some tea is gonna get spilled about you, just like the beef sector, the entertain or anybody can get it on the internet, right? A celebrity, regular old person, me, you, the dog, cat, anybody can get it right on the internet, right? So just so he's supposed to be so supportive of, you know, he's social justice warrior, you know, for black and brown peoples.
Can you
He
hear
is
me?
British, but he is Arab, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so he's supposed to be this so speaking up for black people and all this and all that, right? But girl, come to find out, well, he got popular doing these Love Island reviews, and plus he been going into Kardashians for a good little while, right? He even had something going on with what is his name? Kanye's one of Kanye's people, the guy on here that do videos against Tasha K. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, well, kind of find out he got some kind of OnlyFans foot fetish thing to where BDSM foot fetish thing, right? To where he on there calling he Pakistani and Arab. Okay, thank you, Ray. He calling black men ends, and the
Oh,
only thing they gonna accomplish in their life is licking his feet, making love to his feet. And he talking about the Asian men's making love to his feet and all of this and all of that. And I was like, oh
oh,
Lord, you supposed to be
God.
such a freedom fighter. And then
Wait,
he
can
on
you
there
hear
trying
me,
to,
Miss Olivia?
I can hear you, baby.
Okay.
And
Hold
he
on.
on there
My
trying to
neighbor
nigga.
just gave me some saltwater taffies from Ocean
Oh,
City, Maryland.
nice, nice. Let me drop this link. Somebody want the link. But
So
yeah,
I'm
honey,
a,
y'all done tell me something. He gonna kill himself now that the tea done came out, and some of the stuff on there is him, and some of it's not. But you know that how they like to get this thing, the picture of him in the same outfit, talking shit. I was like, oh Lord, they just blew him out the water. But see, my problem is what people is not saying. They think some other YouTuber or think somebody on Twitter busting him out. Honey, I think them Kardashians allegedly may have done some research on him and had that tea spilt about him, honey. That's what I think
probably.
could happen.
Can
That's
you
what
hear
I
me?
think. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss Olivia. She's not
That's
going to
what I
ignore
think can
past
happen, y'all.
stuff.
Right,
But,
but that's what I think. Yeah.
I'm going to check him out. I want to see what's going on. But,
Then he over there pleading the fifth, child feet pleading the fifth.
so what you
Pleading
think
the
going to
fifth.
happen after this, Miss Olivia? You think he'll
about the.
go here on about his business and leave me alone because I wasn't bothering him? Or you think he
I
gonna
mean,
go
like,
there and try to give me a
yeah.
sponge bath again?
He'll, he might try to do you another sponge bath, and he might not. Charlie might do me and you a sponge bath. Who knows?
No.
Hey, Lady Tia.
Hey,
Okay.
Miss O.
Hey, girl. Hey, but yeah,
Hey, Miss
I don't know what he
Philadelphia.
gonna do, Miss Philadelphia. Time to tell, child. Time to tell. Who cares?
Not
Oh,
feed.
somebody said no, he gonna keep being nasty. Oh well, I ain't
That's
child.
fine.
That's fine.
So,
I
That's
hey,
I
fine.
watch
ladies.
his channel. I won't know nothing about what he got. I don't. I'm not following nobody that's following me for 3 years. So
Alrighty.
I don't want nothing to do with his crazy ass.
Hey,
Child.
ladies. How are y'all
What's
doing?
going on, Lady Tia? What's going Lady Tia, I heard you over there ask. I didn't get a chance to talk about this either. I'm glad you hit the link. When you was over there asking Jay Wilson's questions the other night over there on old girls platform, and
Oh,
you was
Pizarro.
asking some
Yeah.
good questions, and he got kind of his feathers were ruffled a little bit when you was over there asking him some straightforward questions. I
Well,
noticed that too.
well, Miss Olivia, I've been around long enough to play the game. I know if I say certain things, I get my
Oh
ass
wait.
cussed
Oh
out.
sorry. Wait. Sorry, Lady Tia. Miss Olivia, I gotta take this. This is my daughter. I'm gonna jump back in
Okay,
the chat. Okay.
okay, baby.
I'm gonna
Thanks for
still be
coming up.
here.
I
I might
appreciate
come
you.
back up. I might not. But I gotta
O-
make sure she got back up there.
uh,
Okay. I'll see you.
okay,
All right. Bye.
thank you. All right, bye bye. Thank you.
All right. Thank
And
you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lady Tia. I'm
Now,
sorry
Miss
about
O,
that.
in the beef sector, if you come off wrong, you come off disrespectful, you gonna get that in return. So you ain't gonna
Right,
get no answers. So that's why I
right,
came the way I came. Ronnie Q came and finished that off for me. I didn't have to
right.
be nasty or whatever, cause I just wanted to ask some legitimate questions. But I've been working a lot, but I be catching up in the replays. And I was listening to this vacation thing. And what I was asking you in the chat was, have you got a full understanding of what happened of why Kwani ended up going off on Brooke?
No, I did
Okay,
not. I'm not gonna
so
lie. I was so confused, Lady Till, that after I asked the questions of Dovey, right, and
hmm
Brooke dropped down and said what she said, and then Dovey said, Brooke is welcome regardless. But then the next day, Brooke and Dovey got into it, and then I seen Brooke saying that she wasn't going, but she still support Dovey. I was even confused then, but I want Fist to do another video about a girl. I'm like, well, what the hell?
So what I got from out there, because we porch watchers, we sit around and we listen to everybody, and then we
Right,
come up with our own
right.
conclusion. And what I got from it all, after everything and people being broke and this and that, what I got from it was it started that Brooke was saying in July when it first started off that she was going, and I don't know if she felt like she was obligated because she was a mod or
Mm-hmm.
she supported W Heavy, and people see when people see you support somebody heavy, sometimes people feel like you are obligated. That's how I feel
Mhm.
in the beef
Mm.
sector, that people think you're obligated because you support somebody heavy. So that's just
Mm.
like I support you heavy. And if you had a you wanted to have, which I know you wouldn't, but if you wanted to
Mhm.
have some type of function, people would expect me to be involved because I support you heavy, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so what I
absolutely.
so what I was getting from that was Brooke put herself in a position where she went to talking more than she could back up, and she went to saying that she was gonna sponsor people. She was all down for the vacation, and she was sponsoring people. And then later on, because she was on platform saying that she was gonna do this. Now I don't think it would have ever got as bad as it got if she wasn't on platform saying what she was going to do. So she
Mhm.
specifically put herself in a position of saying what she was gonna do. I'm going
Mm.
to sponsor. I'm gonna have my sister, my brother, my uncle, whoever. These
Mm.
these particular people that Quanta keep talking about that Brooke apparently was saying on platforms what she was gonna do. What
Mhm.
ended up happening is what I sat back and watched is that Brooke wasn't in the position to do what she was saying. She was
Mhm.
saying she was gonna be able to do these things, And I think she felt like she was obligated because she have shown so much support for Aunt Dovey. But she
Mhm.
put her own self in this bad position because she couldn't fund what she was saying she was gonna do. And because she wanted to kind of show out in a way to say that
Mm.
I can do this and I can do that, it ended up backfiring on her. And because
Mm.
and what I also found out was Quani had actually put some money in Dovey's hand that had nothing
Mhm.
to do with um, her coming. It had nothing to
Mm.
do with anything but to help Dovey make the vacation or the whatever the function successful. So what
Uh-huh.
I seen was Quani was just helping in the background and wanted to help silently. And because she helped silently and she had put a substantial amount of money up to Dovey, of course her and Dovey is gonna have conversations. And
Mm.
um because Quani had done that, Quanny was privy to those that was also supposed to be coming because Dovey, I mean, just think about it like this. If I gave you $1,000 for a function that you having and
Mm.
um it's other people saying they coming, but I gave you $1,000. I'm not even gonna come, but I'm giving you a
Mm.
thousand dollars just to make sure you can make ends meet, just
Uh-huh.
for the fact that I support you. So I'm just making ends meet. But
Right.
you telling me that it's other people that are coming. These people are saying that they coming or whatever. What I got from what happened and why Quani ended up going off on Brooke is because apparently after Quani had gave what she gave to Dovey, which could have been something that Dovey could have even had extra for herself, but it was like a surplus to help Dovey for any loose ends that needed to be paid. Those that said they was coming, which was Brooke in particular, was one of those people. She said she was bringing 2, 3 people, and what I got from what Quani ended up going off about to Brooke was that Brooke said she was covering 2, 3 people, and in any Airbnb, there is always a deposit that has to be paid. And if you want to pay your deposit months in ahead of a time, so you can have that solid and that's already paid for. The money that Quani gave Dubby was not supposed to be for the deposit. Those that said it was coming, that was in whatever fees that they was going to be bringing to the table. And because Brooke said she had so many people she was sponsoring, she was actually saying that she was giving a significant amount of money. If we're talking about $250 per person, you got 3 people that she's saying she's sponsoring. That is $250 dollars. 3 people. That's a significant amount of money. So when Dovey went to secure the Airbnb, Brooks said, "Go ahead and get it. I ain't got the money, all of the money right now, but go ahead and get it." And that's what I think Dovey ended up spending that money that Quani gave her, that surplus money, to secure the Airbnb, and Brooke didn't come through. And Quani found out that Brooke did not come through with all the money that she said that she done told social media, told the B sector that she was gonna do. And that's why Quani was so upset with Brooke because she's like, you didn't even give but $130 when you were saying you were sponsoring 3 people, which was $250 for 3 people a piece. You told Dovey to go ahead and get the Airbnb. Now Dovey is stuck with an Airbnb and you ain't even paid all the money, and everybody else, whoever said they was coming, haven't paid all the money. So the money that Quani gave Dovey just to have was spent on the Airbnb. And those that said they was gonna pay didn't. So now Dovey has an Airbnb with nobody to come.
Child, it's a mess. I like I said, I got lost in the sauce after I asked the questions on my page, and then it kept going, and I was like, you know what? I'm not asking nothing else. But you just gave me some more info, Lady Tia. I couldn't keep up. My only question is now, is will the event ever actually take place?
I don't think it's
That's
gonna
the
take place, Kwani. I mean, Ms. Olivia, I don't think it's gonna take place because the people didn't pay. And that's why
mm-hmm.
Kwani was so upset because she like, all those that said they was gonna pay didn't give Dubby all the money that they said, and the money that Corny gave Dubby that was gonna be
Uh-huh.
extra was used on the Airbnb, and everybody else
Right.
that said they was coming through didn't come through. So now
Right. I
it's like a
understand.
paid Airbnb, and nobody is there to fill it in because didn't nobody pay their portion.
Well, Dovey. So from what I understand, Reed Joe A says she can get that money back. She has until the 23rd of August to get it back. So and then Dovey said that she was considering having the event on, was it Memorial Day?
Well, I know she's trying to push it back so to give because you know how people is, you know how our people can be. We want to go, we ain't got all the
Right.
money at the same time, but I'm not
Right.
gonna be saying I'm gonna go and I ain't got all the money yet.
Mhm.
And that's
Mhm.
what was happening. People want to go, and I'm not saying these other people that was going didn't have their money. I'm just
Right.
saying one particular person said she was covering three people. That's a
Right.
significant amount of money from
Right.
one person. And
Right.
I think W was counting on that because Brooke kept making it known that that's what she was going to do. I think if Brooke wouldn't have been all over social media talking about what she was going to do, she wouldn't
Mhm.
have got beat up so bad like that.
Mhm. Oh, okay. I
So
got you. I understand
I
that.
just think that at this point there is an Airbnb that probably has been booked, but
Uh-huh.
she don't have the people to fill it in.
Oh, I get that too.
And
I
that's
get
where I
that
think
too.
why Kwani end up going off on Brooke because people were saying, why is Kwani going particularly off of on Brooke and not other people? Well, Brooke had put it out there
Oh,
multiple times that she was sponsoring multiple people. So
well,
her
this is
amount was
BS.
significant.
Right, well, this is BS. Says Lady Tia, where have you been? Dovey has canceled the event, and stated that she has an eviction notice and needs to take her of home first.
Well, if that's the case, then W shouldn't have set it up to begin with. But I think that they started to bail out on her and
Mm,
she didn't know how to communicate that because everybody was expecting it at some point because it was announced. Once you
uh-huh,
announce this stuff, especially in the B
uh-huh.
sector, everybody is
Right,
looking for it. They're
right,
looking for it to
right.
happen, whether it be good, whether it be bad. And I think it was a lot of bad communication. It was people wasn't I mean, we're still just starting to get back where we are able to make money now
Right,
because of the pandemic. And
right.
those that wanted to do those things probably did have their heart set on doing it. Even Dovey had her heart set on doing it. But things happen. I mean, we know how the government has been. They've been evicting people. They done
Mm-hmm.
stop caring about the fact that people can't pay, and they just been throwing people out. So
Right.
it really was a tough time to do
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
function.
Well, I had mentioned sometimes, sometimes folks just we in a recession, and some folks might not have it. But yourself said she said consider it a wash, and plan it for next year because now she is on the brink of homelessness.
Hmm.
She ain't got time for an event. And Seven says, she says, child to get served, an eviction, means she ain't been paying rent.
And
And then
that is
Seven
true too.
says that even she said the even was never going to. I guess she said the event was never going to happen. She needed money for rent.
So are y'all saying in the chat that that W was not trying to have an event to begin with? That she used this event to help herself out? Because if that's the case, she just could have came out and said that instead of saying she was having an event. I mean, it's not like W haven't said it before that she needed some help on some things. And we all know that the beef sector will come through if you need it. If you need it, you put it out there. The beef sector have came through for a lot of people that has
But
been in
I
need.
agree with yourself. I think W really wanted to have an event. I think W's heart was in the right place.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because she was really happy about it.
Mhm.
Um, But and so I just think this stuff. I think she had too many hands in the pot for one, and I
Mhm.
think she may have spoke about it a little bit too much. You know what I
What do you
mean?
think about Dovey speaking about it? Do you think that Dovey spoke about it too
That's
much?
what I mean. I think that Dovey spoke about it too much. Even Sean said, she should have went underground with the situation.
And
Because
I
if you
agree with
keep
that.
talking about it and talking about it and talking about, because like I said, I even said when I did my video at first, when she first started talking about it a while back, and she was saying you got to bring your own toilet paper and all of this and all that. I honestly thought Miss Dovey was making a joke. I didn't even
Right.
know until later on that she was
So you
really
didn't take it
serious
serious.
about the.
You didn't.
No,
You,
I thought she was just playing. I didn't take it serious at first, but then it reached a fever pitch, just in the last past couple of days. But I hadn't thought, nothing else about it when I heard her saying stuff about the toilet paper and all this and all that. I thought she was making a joke.
and
I had
maybe
no
she
idea that she
was.
was serious
Maybe
for
she
real.
was, Ms. O. Maybe she was. And then it started to gain traction, and she probably was like, you know what? Maybe I can pull this off.
Mm,
Maybe it was, funny at first. And maybe she thought about, you know what, I might can pull this off. I just think that she didn't have enough people in her corner. From the
right.
time that Dovey started, I mean, and I have no qualms against Dovey trying to find out because I mean I haven't went live and I've been around for years. If I go live,
Mm,
I definitely will be like Dovey did, asking people for help. And I like that about Dovey. She was so genuine about it. She didn't hide the fact that she didn't understand StreamYard. She didn't hide the
mm,
fact that she didn't know how to show comments and stuff like that. So she was
right.
learning and she had people like Sassy helping her, trying to get
Mm,
her to understand how to use StreamYard and stuff like that. So that was
uh-huh,
genuine to me. And
mm,
and I just think that she probably did at some point thought, you know what, I probably can pull this off, not thinking about all the other things that she had to do personally in her life. And I mean, as much as people are, getting on Kwani, and Kwani gonna talk her stuff, and we always say, if you're a real friend, you will tell your friend the truth. Now, unfortunately, we hear Kwani telling a friend that she care about because Kwani ain't gonna put her money up on somebody that she don't care about.
right.
She told her friend the truth. It just happened to be on social media, and people didn't like it because she was telling Dovey off. But in the
Mm,
background, Kwani is helping her. So, as real friends, you have to tell your friends the truth. And it may not be
mm,
nice, it may not be funny, and it could be
right.
harsh at times. But I do think Kwani had her best interest at heart, as far as she know that in the B sector they was gonna try to come after Dovey, make it a big joke, and Kwani silently wanted to help Dovey to make sure or help to have it successful. But those that Dovey had to that was on her list to come didn't come
Mm,
through for Dovey.
mm.
That's
Yeah,
how I
I
look
think
at it.
there was a lot of. I think that it was also, along with her being overwhelmed, which is what I told her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there were a lot of unfortunate incidences, and it is a lot to plan an event like that. That's why I told her going forward, if it were me, I would just say I'm gonna be here at this date at this appointed time, and if I see you, I see you, and if I don't, I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I'm not making no plans. I'm not booking no rooms. I don't want no down payments or I'm not doing no group rates. I'm gonna be here. If I see you, I see you, and if I don't, I don't. But I sure would like to see you if you like to stop by.
Right.
That's
So
that's the
so
best I could do.
yeah, and that's what I agree with Sean Bradley on that. I'm not going to be involved in your air flights. I'm not going to be
Right. None
involved
of
in
that.
your I'm gonna tell you where we're gonna be. This is where we're gonna be for the weekend.
Right.
This is some. I'll give you a few hotels in that area that you could look up. What's reasonable
I
for
ain't even
you?
doing that. I ain't even doing that because that means that means I'm gonna be feeling overwhelmed just by doing it. You gotta do it all on your own. You have to
Mhm.
plan your own trip. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only thing I can let you know is where I'm going to plan on being.
Mhm.
These, you know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all. If you happen to show up there, good. I love to see you.
Mhm.
If you show up, you show up. If nobody don't show up, that's cool too. But I'm gonna be right here on this date.
Yeah, because that's a
You know,
lot. That's a lot to put on
that's a lot.
yourself.
And I'm not
To-
willing to do that. I'm not willing to go through all of that stuff.
And that's why I
That's
was asking Jay Wilson certain questions because it seems to me like long as other people was finding it, he can
Hmm.
he can he can toot his horn to say that what he did. But at the end of the
Hmm.
day, that function happened because of his supporters. And that's why I was
Right.
asking him, what are you gonna do on your next function? Because
Right.
what as far as we know, your supporters is the one that made that happen. Yes, you did get people to come to your home, which made sense. I mean, he in that big old house, ain't nobody there, so he got space. He got
I guess,
space.
girl, I don't have the patience for all that. I don't have time in my life
Mhm.
to be able to do that. But Jay Wilson has pulled off a successful event,
Right.
as well as Sean Bradley has done it a couple of times. So I've seen that it can, and a lot of people, a lot of people, other sectors have had these types of events
Right.
as well, and they've been pulled off successfully. So, but everybody don't have the patience, to do
Well,
that,
see,
and
like
I'm just
Lovely
one of
T.
those people that don't.
Lovely T did her function. She just did it. And she had a lot of people that helps. Like, I mean,
Right,
party coordinators, they are there for a reason. I'm not a party
right,
coordinator. If I want to have a party, I'm going to hire one. And that's what Sean
right,
was saying. I'm not,
right.
I hire people to do those things,
Right. I
to
don't
get
even
with
have
that headache.
time. I don't even have time to hire somebody to do the event. I
Hmm.
that's not much. That's how I got time to come on here and do content. You know
Right.
what I mean? That's what I got time for. Anything else is extra. I don't have time for that in my life. But if you can successfully pull that off, good for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I done said
But
it
as
before.
far as Miss Dovey is concerned, I
Hmm.
feel like she was overwhelmed.
Yeah. I think
Like I
they
really
kind
do
of
feel
pushed
that way.
her.
But I think she meant the best. I
I
think
do.
she really wanted to have the event.
I do. I do. I think she meant the best too, Miss O. I think she did get overwhelmed. She wasn't even thinking
Yeah, I
about the
think she
things
got
that she
overwhelmed. I feel
personally
that
had
she
to
did.
do. She had to personally do in her life because she felt like she needed to uphold something that the B sector had done put her in a place of you need to make this work. And she had other things, obligations in her real life that she just wouldn't come out and say, you know what, I can't do it right now. And I think she couldn't, and for some reason she just couldn't come out and say that. I can't do it right now. And that would have made it would have made it better because it would have gave her more time to actually plan and all of that. I mean, I think if she set it back, she can get even more people to come. Then because it was kind of almost like short notice as well too. Even though we had a couple of months, but in a couple of months, you're talking about people that in different states all over the world that is trying to come to an event. A couple of months is not enough time. You need a little bit more time. Also, if you got things going on in your personal life, you need to make sure that's straight first, and then go to that. But I do think she had her heart was in the right place. She just wasn't able to pull it off at this time, and she just wouldn't say that. And so she wanted to help people. She wanted to um, get people involved, which is fine, but it just wasn't right timing for her. And I don't think nothing wrong with saying that it wasn't the right time, but being on platforms and still saying it's a go when she kind of knew it wasn't a go, I think that's where she messed up.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I hope that I think she really want her event, and hopefully, eventually, one day, like I told her, I felt like that cruise ship event that she was playing. I thought
Mhm.
that was good as long as everybody's responsible for their own transportation
Right.
and scheduling and all of that. Just do it on your own. But I'm gonna be here this day. I'm going on this cruise. I'd like for y'all to show up and for us to turn it into an event. But I'm definitely gonna be there.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what I mean? So if you guys,
for
if you want
me,
to guys
Miss
to
O,
join in.
I've had
Mhm.
events before. For me, I will provide the entertainment is going to be when you get there. That's it. When you
That's
get
it. That's
there,
it. That's
that's
all.
all I'm providing. I'm gonna provide what's gonna be going on for these days. How you
Right.
get there is on you, and
It's
all
on
that
you.
stuff like that. Like Sean Bradley was saying, I don't need to know your credit card information. You buying your own tickets. You
Right.
buying your own cat. You buying your own rental car. That's all on you. I will
It's on you.
provide the festivities and have that laid out. That will be what I will be responsible for as far as if
Let
I'm gonna
me
have it.
right. Let me read this. Justin said, I think you must have enough money in the bank to secure the event without putting yourself out on a limb. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And Sydney says, what part of the event was never meant to happen? Don't you guys get? She says she needed money.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Dovey will says she says Dovey will believe her own lies and play up the fantasy of it. That's very interesting. Seven. Blue Sky says we are all grown. That means everybody needs to take accountability of their own actions. Spirit. I agree with that too. Blue Skies. I agree with the last three comments that I just read. You
Yeah,
know,
I don't have
you know,
no
so
qualms with
we
the
just don't.
of thinking that. I mean, because it's an idea. It's a great
Right,
idea. An idea is always good to have. That
right,
doesn't mean it's gonna be successful because we can
right.
think of all types of things that we would love to have. I would love to have this, that, and the third, but it always costs money to do those. And who's going to pay for those things? How is this is going to end up being successful as far as making those things happen? And when you start adding on that this is going to happen and this is going to happen, somebody got to pay for that. That's got to be paid for. So I do agree
Yeah.
with Seven with the
I mean,
fantasy.
she was
I
talking
think
about swimming with dolphins and helicopter rides. And just a lot.
not, not the Dolphins. But I mean, I still think that Dovey can pull this off later on because she sounds like she got other things that are way much more important. And your bills, going to a vacation and coming home to eviction is not where it's at. It's never where it's been at. Those things are more important than a vacation. Those that support you are still going to be here. They're still gonna be here a year later. They're still gonna, so it can be postponed. I just think it got real out of control because of the continuation of the talk of it. So it got built up, and now you got to show and prove. And once you can't show and prove, it gets criticized. I mean, so what you doing? You getting some Sprite? Maybe catfish. Oh
Sorry
yeah,
about that. Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm arguing with my nephew.
I'm reading the comments. Oh, kind to me. So why blaming on people not paying, which wasn't completely true? I agree it wasn't completely true, but the reason why it kind of shift on Brooke a lot is because she added so many people to her roster. She added people. Uh, I mean, if I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come. I ain't finna add all these people and say I'm gonna pay for them too. I think that's why she got that part of it because out of her mouth she was saying this stuff. It's one thing to not say something and say you're gonna show up, but to say you bringing this, that, and that person, and then you ain't come through for even one person, it does give you that spotlight of being talked about. Or she arguing with her nephew. Kind to me. Hit the link. You know I love talking to you. Right, right. Kind to me. With her adding people, it gave a spotlight on her.
Sorry about that, Tia. I'm
That's okay.
back. Sorry about that, child. Sorry, I had to cut out for a minute.
That's
But
okay.
but yeah, like I said, I guess we'll just have to at the end of the day. Folks just gonna have to wait and see what happened. If something happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. But all I know is We used to wait till until after the event to have all the drama, but now
Child.
this event was just talked about. Like it never actually took place, and
You
it
know
was more
why?
drama about the event that never took place
You know
than
why?
some of
You
the
know
drama
why it
with
was talked
events
about,
that
Miss
did take
Miss O?
place.
You know why it was
Um,
talked about, right? Because they
why is
didn't
it?
think Miss Dovey can pull it off to begin with. That's why it was talked about. Dovey's vacation was talked about before it even happened because they didn't believe it was gonna happen
Well,
anyway.
and part of the reason why is Dovey kept talking about it too. You know, she kept making it more extravagant and more extravagant, and I
Right.
kept thinking, where the hell is all this money coming from?
Oh my
But
God.
I really, I'm not gonna lie. I asked myself, swimming with the dolphins and the helicopter rides and I'm thinking, wow, this is gonna be a freaking extravaganza. And I'm
I'm
thinking,
in Florida,
this
so
is the event
I
to
know
cover
what it is
all
to
events,
snorkel and swim with the dolphins. I know what it is to have the helicopter ride. So,
right?
baby, I mean, yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. It was
Well, what do
so
you think about? Well, let me switching gears while you up here. What do you think about this other event that never took off that's being talked about a year later,
what's that?
which is the Cabin in the Woods event? What do you think? I had questions about that at the top of the video. You know,
Well,
that's what's more interesting to me.
I heard Rebel.
Honestly,
I heard Rebel. Rebel said he does have a few events that's in the cabin. And remember, I told you last year we went to the cabin, went to Tennessee, um, for Christmas, and it's a cool thing. Those that haven't experienced it is
well,
really cool.
I mean, of course,
But
but was
I
it an actual cabin event or was it a hotel? That's
well,
what I didn't get the
no, it was
clarification on that.
well, see, I think it was a cabin because I think it was in Tennessee, right? It was in
I don't know. I didn't know.
Gatlinburg.
I didn't hear that. Oh, was
Yeah,
it in Gatlinburg?
yes,
Oh, okay.
right.
I
So
didn't know that's what it was
I think it
coming
was
up
in
on.
Gatlinburg, which is of course where the cabins are. Um,
Wonderful cabin experience in Gatlinburg. Y'all have a wonderful time. Absolutely.
yes, you would have a great time there.
Wonderful
Um,
time. Just watch out for the birds. Mm.
I don't know. It was this Deanna and Jay Wilson thing. Deanna said she had been holding on this for a long time because her and Castro is really good. They're really good friends. They cool, and Castro had been holding her back about not talking about this, and he just Jay Wilson. I think what happened was Jay Wilson started to come at Castro in a way where Castro was like, just let loose, Deanna. And even though it was a couple of years ago or so, and it was, as far as I know, it was Rebel Son's event or whatever. And Jay Wilson said it didn't happen. But I'm just not surprised because of all of the things that we have seen with Jay Wilson as far as men, as far as these apps with men, young. Oh, it kind of gives validity of why Jay Wilson do argue with some of these young men and keep these young men in the abuse sector as his content. We be like, why are you still talking about Rico? Why are you still talking about this, and that? It gives validity to it because there's some, how and back in the days, and they used to say when the boy hit you or bother you, he like you. That's what
Right,
it was.
right.
It
Like I
was.
said, I didn't get to see the receipt that unfortunately I wish I had because I had more info. But there's supposed to be a receipt on Food Junkies page and I didn't get to see that receipt. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't see
You
it
know what I
either.
mean? But I wish I could have seen that before because it probably would have answered some of the questions that I had. But when I get off here, I'm definitely gonna uh
Well,
yeah,
I
and then
mean,
you right about that kind to me. You right, Wiley, the Riley situation.
I think
You
Jay
know,
Wilson is very entertaining as far as he know how to move around on YouTube to entertain people. He has a lot
well,
of good.
L7. Now, see, we don't know that L7 says I don't believe JW was after Castro. Wilson seems too bougie to be with someone like that. Yeah, not necessarily on the
Uh,
outside. You can put
I
out the
don't
face.
know. I
Yeah, I
can't.
don't know either.
I don't know because even though
Uh-uh.
Wiley catfished him, he was interested. So I can't say that it's not. It's like you're saying somebody that's older wouldn't be interested in somebody younger. As a woman, And as us women, we
Right.
don't necessarily want younger men all the time, but we don't want no old man either. And I think that
Yeah.
as far as an older man, he don't want no old man. He want a younger guy. So
BS said Jay Wilson said that he never offered to pay, but the text is on Food Junkie Community Wall. Yeah, like I said, this is BS. I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't get to read that on the community wall because I didn't know it was there, but I will after I get off here because it probably could have answered some of the questions. But as far as when it comes down to getting down with the getting down, I don't think economic status got nothing to do with it at
no
the end of the freaking day. Like I
economic
really don't,
status or age.
especially when it comes to men.
Mm-mm.
Guys, we know men is different, right? They
Yeah,
they
I just
different. Now for a woman, we plan in advance sometimes, and we may be going for the coin, and
yeah.
sometimes we may not be. But when it comes to men and sexual relations, gay or straight, when it
Hmm.
comes to the get down, they don't care what your economic status is. If they want to stick it or poke it, they gonna stick it or poke it, and it's just period.
Or your age. As long as
Or
you
your
are
age,
are
or your
you are as
age.
long
Yeah,
as
they're
you are
different.
old enough, as long
Yes,
as you are old
they've got
enough,
very low standards about something. I don't care what they say, how much crap they get on here talking, honey. It is very low standards when it comes to men. All right,
and
at the end of the freaking day. And
and
I'm
we
not even,
have
I don't care
we
what they say.
we have we have jacked grinded Jay Wilson up in a lot of situations in the beef sector as far as him being promiscuous,
Right.
regardless if what are the things that he were one job he
Now,
was having.
information said Castro provided no proof of those allegations. So here's the thing information. Castro felt like it was some kind of sexual innuendo. It's what I'm gathering, and that is his right to feel that way. And I had those questions as well because Jay Wilson did say that if he would have attended the event, him and his significant other was gonna be there, and he said that what is his name, Rebel, and his significant other was gonna be there. So Castro was just gonna be the there by himself, single.
And not only that, Miss O, he also said he addressed Castro by saying, "This is nothing sexual." Why would that be anything
Why
in
do
the
you keep saying it
conversation?
over and over again? And then
Why
like
would
this is
that be in the
this is
conversation? If I'm going to
right,
hang out we're having a cabin trip and all that,
right.
sexual wouldn't even be in my conversation. We're just hanging out. I wouldn't even have that in my conversation to say, I hope you don't
Miss
think it's
Toby,
sexual.
I agree with you, Miss Toby. Miss Toby said the first this is BS at Miss O 100. Rico is a prime example. They put him down, yet they all wanted him. That's a
Yep.
very good point. And Miss Toby said if he was so bougie, he wouldn't have been looking for it on Grinder. That you make a great point there, Miss Toby. Like I said, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, economic status ain't got nothing to do with it. It don't matter how much you trying to shade this boy. Like you shading this boy on his economic status, it really kind of makes you look like you was interested in that sort of thing. That's just my opinion.
Am I
That's
I
just
agree
how I
with
feel
that.
about it.
I agree with that, Miss O, because it doesn't matter about that. I
Nope.
mean, there's one thing that I have learned, and that's from James Caldwell, of how when he done did his cleanups, his cleanups of certain people, I still apply it to other people in the sector when it comes
And
to,
really, that's a female talking point when you go to talking about when he says stuff like he didn't even have enough for the airfare and all of this and all of that.
yeah,
That's
it's
really a female talking point when it comes to economics. That
right,
is a female talking point.
right,
Okay?
because
Because we are different.
we're not
Men
trying
are
to pay
made
for that.
different.
You
We
you
have
paying if
ulterior
you paying
motives.
for it, you must be
Right.
trying to get something from me. If you paying
Right.
for my flight, if you
Okay. This is BS says Miss O. There is a text from Rebel to Castro saying that they have parentheses J and I will pay for your room. You only have to pay for your airfare. Now Jay Wilson say that he said that they was willing to go in and pay for his room. That
why?
he and then Jay Wilson said he couldn't even afford the plane ticket. Now Jay Wilson did say that he said it out of out
But
of your
why
own
was they
mouth. And
willing
L
to pay
seven
for his
says
room? Why they wanted him to go so bad though, Miss O?
well, I mean, he and Jay Wilson said it's because he had lost someone close to him. I don't know if it was a loved one or a close friend, and he's making it seem like they felt bad for him, and I guess they wanted to,
Mm.
just
So they
like
saying
give
we'll
him a
pay
little
for
trip to
this
make him
much.
feel
You
better.
just need to pay for this.
Right.
I still ain't. I ain't
Yeah,
going.
me either.
I ain't
I'm
going
just
on that
not.
one because he
I'm
just
just,
can just stay home. He can
you
just
know.
stay home. I ain't got to pay for nothing. But
Right.
I'm
Kind to
not.
me says again, people think they know a person because of what they portray on YouTube. They are entertaining us, which is true. Which is true. But see, some things are when it comes to things concerning a lot of things that happen offline, sometimes it's not exactly what you say, but how you say it, and it's the underlying meaning of what's being said that's what it's for me.
Exactly.
And what it's reading for me is that there was an underlying issue going on here, and it wasn't just consoling somebody because they had lost somebody.
Right. He's
Okay.
saying it's nothing sexual, but I pay for this part.
Oh, and this BS says, well, first counted me said they was planning ahead. Oh no, it's got the Dobie thing. I ain't talking about that. But the BS says, Miss O no, Jay Wilson said that he never offered money to Castro and that he is too cheap to pay for someone else. And that was a lie. That's what he said. Yourself said sound like they were going to pass Castro around between the couples. Now I did wonder if Castro was gonna be the entree honey or the main menu.
Oh
I
my
did. I
God.
did ask that question. That was a question I
That's so
had to
funny.
ask. Let me see. Is this J. True? That was my question because I'm thinking, okay, well, to me, that's what it sounded like, but that's just my
I'm going to the
opinion.
bathroom. J. True, that better be you, girl.
Yeah, right? J. True, is this you?
This me.
Okay, hey girl.
Hey, boo. Why her nose is on dipped out too?
She said she's going to the bathroom.
Oh.
What's
Hey,
going
Miss O. How
on?
you doing, boo?
All right, what's going on?
Nothing. You know I had to get up here. Tia know every damn thing.
What'd you
I would
say?
ask her. Tia know everything. She be everywhere, honey.
She said she be trying. She be trying to get the tea just like the rest of it. I get the tea in spurts when I have time, child. I try to some grab my attention, then I have questions because this is all I got right now is questions. You know what I mean? BS said Jay Wilson only admitted that he offered to pay today after the receipt came out. Is that right? This is BS. I didn't even remember do that because I clicked off and started my own live. This
I'm
is
so
BS. That's the reason why Jay Wilson is mad at Rebel. So Jay Wilson is mad at Rebel now?
I
Really?
be missing everything. School's done started back. Oh, he getting on my nerve. You know he done got fined. So he think. And so
Um,
he killing me.
well, listen to this, J True. J True said, Miss Sweet 777 says, go to Rebel video. Rebel explains everything. Rebel said that there was three different trips.
Mm.
Castro was not broke. Every time Jay Wilson tell his side, Rebel, Castro, and Deanna show proof of his lies. Wow, that's
Yeah.
deep.
I don't believe nothing he say
So I'm gonna
anyway.
have to go to Rebel's video to find out the truth, I guess.
He was trying to get that boy there playing his booty. You know,
Like
I
I said, I didn't know if he was. I didn't know if Castro was supposed to be the entree or the main. The main dish.
yes,
And so,
ma'am. And
but I felt like he was either the entree or the main dish. I don't know if he was supposed to be the lettuce in the middle or the whole damn sandwich. Okay, I don't
he's a big sausage. You know, Castro got that big
know.
old thing, and you know Castro can sing too. Jay Wilson need to cut it.
Hey,
Child,
Oh,
y'all. I'm back. Okay.
oh yes, because Rebel said that Jay Wilson lied. Oh, Rebel said that Jay Wilson lied and Castro was not broke. And to keep him after mess. Wow, that's deep. I'm gonna have to go. Definitely gonna have to look at Rebel's video so maybe I can get some answers to the questions that I had. So thanks for telling me that, y'all. Like I had no idea. Wow. Okay.
yeah, that's always his read. Everybody's beneath him.
Right.
He's always the best. He's always up echelon. He's always this, but he's always dipping and dodging and looking at these men though. The hell with
Well,
Jay
that's a
Wilson child.
woman talking point. When you say that, he too bougie for this, and I would never, cause that's a woman talking point. That's a female talking point, and I don't hold. There's no
Which
way to
means
this.
it's bullshit, man. So,
Right.
Right.
Miss Sweet said Castro. Yeah, and I like I said, Miss Sweet at the beginning of the video, I've never known Castro to be in any drama. I haven't.
Never.
I'm not saying that he haven't. I'm just saying I ain't never seen him in no drama.
He is.
And
He's not
Captain said it's
non-problematic.
odd that Castro would go on a trip with two couples. Well, Castro didn't go on the trip. You know what I mean? He didn't go. BS said Rebel wasn't nasty to Jay Wilson, but he did sort of check him. I'm going to check out that video as soon as I get done with this one. Because, like I
What
said, maybe we can answer some questions.
what the little bit that I get from Rebel was this is something that he do a lot. It wasn't something new as far as going to the cabin. He
Hmm.
has a significant other, and that's how they hang out, and that's cool
Hmm.
if they hang out like that. It just seems like it
Hmm.
was just something that he invited them all to come to,
Right.
because it's
Yeah.
something he already have done before.
Right. Yeah. I'm. I just had questions, child. I just had questions.
But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
So
agree with you
Constantly
on that
says this
that
one.
that feminine thing type of thing
Yeah.
because he giving us like I'm looking at Jay Wilson like, child, you is not that bougie because as a woman, I am
Right.
not getting clicks and beeps from these apps. You being a little whore, and
Right.
I don't care Jay Wilson to his face. He's been a little whore. He not a little whore, a old whore, because Jay Wilson is not no spring chicken. He is
Okay.
out here doing his
Right.
thing, and he like
Constantly.
these younger fellas.
Constantly.
And ain't nothing little about him
I
either.
mean,
With
I
them big
think they
hips.
all do.
Well, it is one thing love about him, but I ain't gonna.
Child. Constantly says that's
Okay.
what I mean. Constantly says. Kind to me says that that's what I mean. Jay Wilson acts one way, but his lifestyle tells a different story. And Chapman said Jay Wilson should have told the truth from the beginning. This is not a good look for him. Honestly, I agree with that. And
But
I'm
Miss
not
O,
saying
it
that he
doesn't
didn't. I'm just
matter.
saying what it looked like to me.
Miss O, it don't matter if it's a good look or not, because Jay Wilson still gonna come back on
Right,
and
Mm-hmm.
still gonna do his thing because this is
right,
just how the piece set to go. You can catch people in it. I mean, I done seen this
mhm,
over years. You can catch people in their lies and everything, and they still come on. And can we blame them? No.
mhm.
If he's still pushing through
No.
after being caught in the lies and being all of that exposed and all that, if he still can come through, what can we say?
Mhm. Nothing. I mean, this is just commentary for me. I just got
Right.
questions. You see, you put that there, and people got a right to have their questions. No shade. I just got questions. And somebody said, Sim said Jay Wilson said, I didn't see Rebel video, but kept calling for Rebel. And this is BS. At Miss O also Jay Wilson. Miss O also Jay Wilson also claimed that the entire gentleman's panel was invited, but QB and James both came out and said that they knew nothing about it. Wow, it's very interesting to me.
Hmm.
Which
Well,
leads me
hey.
back to the original question: was he the lettuce or was he the whole damn sandwich?
Hmm.
He's the
Well,
I'm
mix.
just
he
saying.
would definitely be the
That's my
whole
question.
sandwich from what I done seen.
Mm.
Child. Mm-hmm.
Casserole would be the
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 whole,
meat, the lettuce, the ketchup, and the mustard, and
the whole
because
sandwich.
some wouldn't be able to fill
Girl.
that sandwich.
Whew, baby.
Okay, let me see what your original
BS
video
said
was
he was.
about.
Huh?
No, I said let me see what
I
your
called
original
it
video was about. Your title.
girl. We kept it. We kept it Gucci about the
Okay.
title. We covered it all. But I'm
Oh,
getting
we
ready to get
did.
off here, child. Pastor,
Yeah.
Pastor Spencer. He the story. That's what kind to be said, Pastor Spencer. He will spin a story. All I know is the more he talk, the more guilty he sound. And so, but he also said that he didn't even show it up there at the event. And so,
You're
if
right.
it's supposed to happen over a year ago, why be so defensive? Because you didn't go no way.
Yeah, you didn't go.
So just you
I
know.
agree with that, Miss O. If he
Oh,
didn't
the BS
go,
Castro. I agree with this right here, though. I agree with this. Castro is a whole snack, like a strawberry cheesecake. Now with his little chocolate syrup, I do agree with that.
yeah, Castro
So
is
that's the reason why
just
I asked the
right.
question. Looking like Joe to see up in there,
But see,
looking
we
like
never
JoJo
had
from
this
Jodeci.
drama. We didn't have all this drama
Yeah,
about
I never had
Castro,
Castro. No.
which
The
which
only
made
drama I know
him.
about Castro. Right. The only drama I ever known about Castro was the drama surrounding him and them damn gray sweatpants where he was doing exercising in. That's the only
Well,
drama
see, I
that I
follow
done seen,
Castro
I
on
done heard
IG.
about Castro.
And I know you don't be on
I heard
IG, Miss
Castro
O.
got a whole. No, I don't. But I heard that I learned today that Castro did in fact have an actual pin pic online somewhere. I
Oh,
didn't know
I
that. I
didn't I
didn't know
just
that.
tell you? I done seen,
Yeah, you
unfortunately,
did. I didn't know that.
unfortunately, I done seen a few
Miss
pins
Kim
that
Secret
I
said,
gave
right,
in,
Miss
but I
Kim
done seen them
Secret?
because they done
Right,
put
Miss
out there.
Kim Secret? Right,
What she
Miss Kim
said.
Secret said, I agree with this. Me too. And if I was a gay man, I want Castro too. Right, right, Miss Kim Secret? Facts. And that's just the truth. And I'm not going to lie about it. That's the fact. Because he is a snack and a whole meal. He
And
both
he'll
of them.
sing and put
Uh-huh.
on a silk. He'll
Oh,
put a silk robe on for you. And he'll
girl,
sing a
he'll
song
sing
for
at
you.
the silk.
Castro is
Girl,
cool.
he got the
It's
silk
cooler than a
robe.
fan.
Ooh, he'll be in that kitchen. He'll be in that kitchen with that silk robe, girl, cooking them eggs up and singing. Ooh, child. Mm-mm. Oh, chocolate drop. No, he need to quit it.
Yeah.
But that's the only
Well,
drama I ever heard about Castro was his
yeah, that's it.
sweatpants and working out. That's it. That's all. Whew, anything else,
After
I ain't
all of
heard no
these years,
derogatory.
Castro has always been low key. We have enjoyed Castro for what he
To me,
gave, which was some music and and it's been used in the beef sector of something that Castro may have sung. He's never been out to
right,
so to hear him, talk his shit to Jay Wilson was surprising because I don't hear that from him. He really don't talk junk. So it's
mhm,
more likely that he is not lying about it.
right, right, right. Well, I mean, he seemed to be a little nice gentleman to me. I ain't heard nothing derogatory about him until now. So it's just how it is.
Like you
I
said, Miss O,
haven't. I don't know
what's
if I.
the derogatory? The derogatory things have you heard? Those sweatpants, right?
Nothing. Them great
If if
them
that's
great fan
derogatory,
pants ain't
then
derogatory. Cause we
well,
back in the day, lady T, we know what them great Nike jogging pants mean, baby.
oh yes. Oh, I tell my
On
dude,
the back
we
pocket
is
too.
not wearing those today. Yep, those are. I be telling
Okay,
him
not the
those are
gray
getting
ones now.
burnt. We're not playing that. And
Oh,
he'd be like, "What
okay.
you talking about?" I'd be like, "Look, I'm a woman. We look. Y'all think it's a game. Women look at men's prints, honey. We look. And if them jogging pants,
What
and
you
you
say, lady
all
T?
hanging and things,
Not the gray ones. Not the
yes, you hanging and things, so we see
you
it."
a mess, lady T.
And he be laughing at me because he think I be
Girl, you a
playing.
mess,
I'd be like, "I see it. Yeah, that's it.
lady T.
No more
Lady
of
T.
those.
What you say, lady T?
They be
What you say,
hanging
lady
and
T? Not
things.
today. Not the gray
Not
jogging
today.
pants. Okay.
We done threw all them bitches away."
Lady T. Oh God, lady T said not today. I don't think so. Today is not your day for that. No, we're not doing that. You a
Well,
mess, child.
in some
Mm-mm.
people cases, like Jay Wilson, you wouldn't know no difference. But I'm finna get ready to go. Miss O, always a
Ooh, that was
pleasure.
shame. Okay,
Oh
baby, I
yeah, I
gotta get
mean,
off
I
of
was
two
back
child.
then. Look, Miss O, they was talking about that recently about that little stubby thing, Deanna. Yes, I definitely
Mm-hmm.
have seen that the catfish of the stubby of the shoutness of the stout of Jay Wilson,
Child,
and it's very shout. And so I'm just
child.
gonna go off of that note. But yeah, yeah. Look,
Ooh,
Miss
that
O,
was
you have a
shame.
wonderful Friday.
Have a good weekend, love. Thanks for hitting the link, Lady T. I appreciate you,
Always,
baby.
anytime.
Right.
You have a
All right,
wonderful
talk to you later.
weekend. Everybody have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Later. Bye bye.
Okay. Kind said, who child? She said, who child? Now I don't even know. Kind to me, I don't know. I don't know. Miss Kept Secret said, I need to go. I need to go pick up some dinner. Okay, Miss Kept Secret. Thanks for joining us. She said, bye, MKS. Try not to break the law. Who is MKS? Oh, Lord, that was shade. Anyway, I didn't mean to read that. Y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I am exhausted. Thanks for hanging in the cabinet. Ooh, Jean Grey. I heard that. Oh, y'all a mess. But y'all, those are the questions that I had. I'm ready to get off of here, y'all. I want y'all to have a wonderful weekend. Whatever you gonna do, whether it be in a cabin or a hotel, in your bed, in your backyard, a road trip, no trip, whatever it is, y'all have a good weekend. Cause I gotta go. Okay. You was being messy, Miss BS. I heard that, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get off. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. All right, and child, I'm just gonna get to seeing what I can see. That's all I know, right? Thanks, Lady Tia, for coming up. Thanks, Miss Philadelphia, for coming up. Thanks, ZT came up for a little quick minute. Thank you for coming up, ZT. J Truth popped on real quick. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm sure I didn't, but thank you guys for clicking the link. I really appreciate it, right? And so on that note, I love you guys, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Bye bye. Peace.